Don't know why I did that. Well, actually, I really do. Come on. Connect. All right. Hold up. We're going to have to start the song over, man.
Can't wait to get you in my bed, pulling on your head, turn your ass up in the air. You screaming everywhere, serving it like lemonade. Ain't no man that made, kissing you, loving you like you wanted me, touching you. When it comes to something, know it's me and you forever. When it comes to fucking knowing that it's me and you would never do it all for love. Signing deals with the devil, cause I'm certified to rise again. To me, you something special, cause I'm driven. This is not a test, no revision. This is something I'ma see, call it premonition. Target with precision and accuracy, that tunnel vision. Now you dirty, cause I'm sturdy through that demolition. Can't wait to get you in my bed, pulling on your head, turn your ass up in the air. You screaming everywhere, serving it like lemonade. Ain't no man that made, kissing you, loving you like you wanted me, touching you.
When I was tryna get a hold of you, turn your back on me, that's when I knew. That's when I knew. You would sacrifice me for you. Sacrifice me for you. And baby, that shit is the truth. Baby, that shit is the truth. Now she in my bed, yeah. She was always coming back to get me in, yeah. Handstand on the triple beam to make the team, yeah. You can make the team, yeah. I hope you made the team, yeah.
Pardon the interruption, you this time to stay some substance. Like Mother Earth, we treat her like a distant cousin. We ain't rushing to change our ecosystem or nothing.
Now back to regular scheduled programming. The system's bugging.
Andrew Tate on a blind date. Glasses off so his eyes dilate. So he can't make out the face. Double meaning, I be scheming. This the matrix, numbers reading. Give the gab, take the season. I top G, don't need a reason. This the
Can't wait to get you in my bed, pulling on your head, turn your ass up in the air. You screaming everywhere, serving it like lemonade. Ain't no man that made, kissing you, loving you like you wanted me, touching you.
Girl, not to lose ya. I see your past and exposing that your karma suit ya. You was a hoe in life and thought that was gonna be your booster. I see you trying to do good, but I'm a party pooper. Girl, come get this Kama Sutra.
Like the live, share the video.
Look how I cracked this shit. You think my Richard Pryor funny, cause I acted like a dick. I got no pics, but pick-me's get the preferential treatment. I talk dirty, loaded words when I tell her I'm a she can't make up her mind. You going too fast, baby. Want it all the time. I'm trying to relax, baby. Think the 80s, I cracked it using a different pipe. D the key to press when she born. I'm a rolling type girl, not to confuse it. You got me rock hard, thought I was staring at a Medusa, but you a rock star.
One thing. Wait, I understand. It's hot as fuck. That's what I was missing. It's too hot in this place. Cool.
I'm on my shit, and niggas ain't shit.
That's enough music. That's enough music. That's enough. Shit. God damn. Let me stop. How we doing tonight, y'all? We here. We in here. What's up? What's good, Tay? Y'all see the thumbnail? One Piece, we got a problem. One Piece, we got another problem. So, the first problem, One Piece, was, of course, the Logia problem. You know, magma burning fire, potentially colder ice, burning ice, lightning, electricity, lightning. But One Piece, there's a bigger problem than your in-universe logic. It's a bigger problem, but we're going to get to that. We are going to get to the problem of One Piece. Before that, I do have a topic that I want to cover. Today. All right. Let's pull this up right here for you guys. So, the cool thing about being a content creator, and I'm pretty sure Ignil can attest to this, once you get a certain level of recognition, acknowledgement, fame, notoriety, whatever have you, you know, you start getting pulled in for certain conversations. You start being referenced by certain people. Today, such a my good friend, my boy, my brother from another mother, my ugly ass cousin from across the street that reps Naruto, Kid Kinsey, shout out to him. Kid Kinsey tagged me in this, oh, don't tell me we don't have connection. Don't fake on me. Hold up. Yeah, I'm about to say, don't do that, bro. Like, that was about to be wicked. That was about to be wild. Anyways, Kid Kinsey tagged. Let's take a look at this before we get into One Piece stuff. So this is from Ghost. I think as far as the Twitter interactions go, I don't think I've ever had a one-on-one with Ghost. I'll say this. Most people who have quote unquote debated me online / for Twitter, and I really don't like to call those debates, because if they were actually debates, I would move a little differently than how I do within those spaces. But it's okay. We can call them debates. Most people who have spoken to me in those debates know what I bring to the know what I bring to the table. Know what I'm capable of. Know the level of research, the level of accuracy that I put in. And I'm not going to lie. I believe some people intentionally avoid me. Just my opinion. Because the thing is, it's not that I haven't interacted with Ghost on my choice. No. He's posted some crazy shit I'm sure I've responded to. I've just never gotten a response back. So, is what it is. You know. So I get tagged in this one. And instead of responding over Twitter, I thought it would be good to break this down live. I thought it would be nice to respond to this live. So we're going to get into this. We're going to get into all of this right here. All right, what is this? I didn't even see that one, but okay. We can take a look at it too. Excuse me. So before we get to Naruto, let's cover before we get to One Piece, let's cover a little bit of Naruto stuff. So this is Ghost's post. He says, mind you guys, I want you guys to pay attention to this. He says, Madara in soul form retained his prior stats, using Katon, which is fire style, and Susanoo. Them also needing to be saved shows he's still a threat. This shows us their powers work in a one-to-one manner, even in soul form. Tay, you're going to get a kick out of this one. I'm glad you're here for this live one. I'm glad you're live for this one, Tay. Same with you, Ig. Same with you, Shinny. I'm glad you guys are all here live for this shit. So, he believes that spirits can use pretty much all forms of ninjutsu, and they are a one-to-one, in fact, from their soul to their physical bodies. I wonder if you guys, just right off the bat, know the problems with this. Number one, the problems and the implications this would have for the series. I wonder if you guys know these immediately. But let's get into it. He says, therefore, attacks, including Genjutsu, would affect spiritual beings, like Shinigami. It's always so funny that everything... Is that not hilarious, bro? End game, for some weird reason. I don't know what it is. It's a weird... Who tries to do everything to get the big brother's attention, and the little brother just always shoos him away. He's like, John, look, this can happen. Like, no, get the fuck out of it. Anyways, how you doing, Ronan? What's good, Rev? Depends on the context of the BFR. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. We're going to get into it. Hey, we're going to get to the One Piece stuff in a minute. Let me break this all the way down. I want everyone's thinking caps on. This is going to be a good lesson. Everyone's thinking caps on. So, his claim is that Madara in his soul form retained his prior stats. Madara in his soul form retained his prior stats. He used fire style and he used Susanoo. Let's go over his evidence. So, Madara shoots a fire style. Mizukagu, no, it won't be in time. So Tsunade promptly blocks it with her hands. Cool. And then, oh look, it even looks as if his soul is leaving the Edo Tensei. Right? So, y'all know me, guys. Y'all know me. So, he's responding to Astro, the guy I actually debated not too long ago, or talked about. I don't want to say debated. He says, I believe there's spiritual sense argument. I don't know what this is actually related to. It's fine. So I'll just get to the part where I'm tagged in this because, you know. So Kinsey tags me. He says, Ab-Stract. Now, of course, I don't mind being tagged, whether it's for a debate, whether it's for me to review something, whether it's for me to have an opinion. I do not mind being tagged. In fact, I'm flattered every time someone tags me in something because it means my job as a consistent, reliable source as a power scaler is actually being acknowledged. So I appreciate being tagged, first off. So, mind you guys, let me put this into context again. I'm at work getting tagged. I said this. Did you do your due diligence, Kinsey? In fact, did anyone do their due diligence? See, and this response scared me right here. Kinsey says, of course we did. Ghost is a very trustworthy source. That makes me like, hold up. Did you, though? He said, of course we did. I said, did you? He said, of course we did. Ghost is a very trustworthy source. First off, I don't really... See, here's the thing with... I'll get into it later. I say, oh, perfect. I'll cover this tonight. Because mind you guys, when I got sent this, the first thing I did, of course, was go to the chapter. Because I already know what's going on here. I already know the agendas. I already know the agenda that is attempted... I already know the agenda that he is attempting to push here. So with that being said, let's test the veracity of this claim of him maintaining a 1-to-1 with his stats, even in his soul form. And then we're going to break down every line of this. He says, therefore, attacks, including Genjutsu, would affect spiritual beings like Shinigami. Here's the thing. Here's what I'll do. I'll break everything down, and then I will retroactively go back and prove why that wouldn't even make sense if it were true. How about that one? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm excited tonight. Because anytime I get to talk about a topic that I like prepped for or had a little bit of time to do the bare minimum research, y'all already see what's up here. Y'all like, come on, bro. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So we're gonna start at chapter 589. If you guys are watching on your computers and you want to follow along with the phone, perfectly feel free to do that. If you guys are watching on another device and having a device to follow on, feel free to do it. Read it with me. If you want to, read it with me. We're going to go to chapter 589. And you know what? Let me have his thing pulled up just so we know his claim. Okay, it's going to be right there. Yeah, so Madara in soul form retained his prior stats using Katon and Susanoo. Mind you, his claim is that he did these things in soul form, which would give him the 1-to-1 stats from his soul to his physical body. Cool. Let's test the veracity of that claim. So, after he shows them the perfect Susanoo, and let's just build some consistency things while we're doing this. We all understand that the Edo Tensei have cracks all over their bodies, right? We understand this for the Edo Tensei. Class, we understand this? We good? Okay, cool. Let's move on. So that's one. Let's get to it. Sasuke and Itachi beat Kabuto. The Edo Tensei starts to get released. We see Chiyo, Deidara, Kimimaro, Mu, Don, whoever was sealed in these pods, this new name, Yagura. Cool. All good stuff. Mind you guys, I asked him and I asked all of them, did they do their due diligence? Kinsey's the only one that spoke up and said, yes, Ghost is a trustworthy source. Anyways, so get to Madara. Madara says, what's this? Something's happened to the Jutsu caster. Itachi says, I feel myself slowly losing consciousness, right? Cool. We get the backstory of Danzo and, massacre of the Uchiha. We get the backstory. Cool. So Itachi's fading away. All the Edo Tensei are fading away. Itachi is gone. All their spirits are rising up. Oh, you know what? there's one thing I meant to. There's one thing. Oh, right there, right here. So let's real quick. This is going to be important. Take note. First off, I want to confirm that when I was talking to Limbo the other day, this is Itachi's Edo, not a Zetsu. This is a person, mind you. We see a full body person right here. This was Itachi's Edo host. This Leaf Ninja, whoever it was Itachi's Edo host. That's going to be important too. So the Jutsu is being released. We see Madara. The Susanoo is gone, and now the debris from the Edo Tensei is in a whirlwind. No mistake. This means that the Edo Tensei has been undone. Cool. It seems the heavens have not yet forsaken us. It appears you have able shinobi on your side too. It can't be helped. So Don even gets the power to move his body freely, and that allows him to release his soul doing the soul transformation jutsu. Also take note that we see the souls are not cracked. We see the Edo Tenseis are clearly cracked, and the souls of the people are not cracked. This is due diligence. We're going to get to it, though. So Don flies over. Here we go. Pay attention, guys. Here's Madara, still in his Edo form. We see the cracks on his armor. He's planning a final strike before he disappears. Watch out. So he hasn't disappeared. We see the cracks, meaning he's still in his Edo body. Meaning, this right here is a shot from the Edo body. So he shoots the fire style jutsu at them. The Mizukage is too slow. Tsunade promptly blocks it with her arms. Still in his body. She's burned, yada yada. We see right here that his soul starts to leave his body. This is a fact. It starts to leave his body. Also note how there's no cracks here, but his body is fully cracked. We then see it starts the what do you want to call them? The paper mache, whatever that is, it starts to encroach back on his body. And then we see a foomph. That's an action of like a thing coming together, a vroom, and you can even see the vibration lines around him, like vroom. Like if you've ever had your screen shake in a video game, and vroom, like that, vroom, that's what's going on. And what do we see here? More cracks on his face, on his armor, on his legs. This is an Edo body. What do we see here? More cracks on his face. This is an Edo body. Right? And then Don comes. Oh, look, another crack on his face, indicating he is not in his soul form. He is, in fact, in his Edo body. Let's go back to the claim. Because I do this in real time. It didn't take me but 3 minutes to find this information while at work. And I asked them, did they do their due diligence? He said yes. Ghost is a trustworthy source. This is why you can't be just trusting people. He says Madara, in his soul form, retained his prior stats. Did anyone see Madara as a soul retain his stats aside from this right here and going back into his Edo body? No. We understand this is not him using his soul. This is an Edo body. Hence we see the cracks. Hence we see the actual fucking body. And what's more, guys, guess what? If we wanted to say this was his soul form, which it's not, obviously, where would be the body that his Edo Tensei was in? Let's take that idea further. Let's assume all of this was his soul. Let's just assume all of this was his soul. Watch how this shit don't even make fucking sense. Let's assume all this was his soul right now, right? Cool. Yada, yada, yada. Cool. So if all this is his soul, right, that would also mean that he's out of the body because this is his soul. It would have to be his soul because the stats have a 1-to-1 ratio and he did the fire style without it and he did the Susanoo without it. So this is his soul. He says, tell the jutsu caster, never use a forbidden jutsu carelessly. Let's go to the next one and see what the fuck happens here. So he uses the jutsu. How is this possible? Don't you get it? Your ridiculously juvenile jutsu can't hold me. Now the perfect Susanoo. Okay, everyone's seen that. Where's she say it? No. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So if this is his soul, did he use Rini Rebirth on himself, motherfucker? How does that make sense? If this is his soul that left the body of the Edo when he undid the jutsu, did he also use Rini Rebirth on himself? Don't trust people. Don't trust people who scale with an agenda. Mind you, he said, therefore, attacks including Genjutsu would affect spiritual beings like Shinigami. This is scaling with a fucking agenda. Untrustworthy, didn't do his due diligence, didn't have anyone cross-reference or vet this. If you took 3 minutes to understand the chain of events that occurred, you would understand all this is cap. Ghost, you're wrong. Respond to this if you would. Kinsey, your mans is wrong. I expect better from your community. I do, because I asked you, did you do your due diligence? And you said, yeah. Ghost is trustworthy. Kinsey, he said there's a one-to-one from their soul to the body, and therefore attacks can work on them. Let's cover that. So let's imagine what Ghost is saying is true. He says, them also needing to be saved shows he's still a threat. This shows us their powers work in a one-to-one manner, even in soul form. So here's the thing. Let's say this was his soul, and his soul was firing off attacks that could affect physical people. What would this mean for them trying to attack him? Mind you guys, let's go here, because another debunk from this same thread somehow exists. Here we have Don Kato's spirit transformation jutsu, right? And here we see that physical attacks don't work because the ghost that transcends the user's body doesn't have substance. Now, mind you, yes, the Bleach souls have substance, but if you kind of retroactively make them and them the same, this would not work. This would not work. So you're telling me his physical attacks, his physical Susanoo can hurt them, but they can't hurt him as a soul. That would not work. There's a reason that Don has to possess people and then kill them. He cannot attack as a fucking soul. He doesn't have substance. So no, your stats are not a one-to-one. You don't have physicality as a fucking soul. Hence why his jutsu was so dangerous and couldn't be fucking stopped. So let me chill out, man. Boy, oh boy. But let's keep going, because there's a little bit more. Where's the let's keep going. There's a little bit more. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that one. So, yeah, my fault. That's what I wanted to point out. The consistency thing. So, we know all the Edos have cracks on their skin and their faces. We look at this Madara and we see 0 cracks at all. Right? Little interesting. Where are all his cracks? Well, something called inconsistencies do exist. So, when we go to the next time that we see this Madara, which should be chapter, what is it? Chapter 601. 601. When we go to chapter 601, because mind you, the claim is his soul performed all these feats, which would literally make 0 sense at all. Because if his soul performed those feats, you would have to suggest that the body that was holding the Edo Tensei he escaped from used the reverse of the Edo Tensei jutsu to free himself, and that gave him a new body somehow. Wouldn't make sense. So let's go to 601 real quick. Let's go here. Come on, don't embarrass me. Just go to 601. Thank you. Just go to 601. Thank you. So, oh, okay. We ain't loaded yet. All right, cool. We ain't loaded. We're going to check the chat right after this. Cool. Oh, what's this? What's this? This is an Edo. What? How is this an Edo? He should have left his Edo body, right? Or wrong? You guys tell me. Why does he have cracks? So, to formally respond, let me delete all that. So to formally respond to this, Madara in soul form retained his prior stats. This is incorrect. Using Katan and Fire in Susanoo. He used Fire Style while he was still in Edo, so you're incorrect here. He used Susanoo while he was still in Edo, as I've proven. You're incorrect there. This shows us their power works in a one-to-one manner, even in soul form. This is just incorrect because we know the souls don't have substance, which means they can't have physicality, which means they can't have the striking AP of their alive selves. So that's all incorrect there. Therefore, attacks, including Genjutsu, would affect spiritual beings. That's contentious. I'll say this. You're not wrong. No. Not that you're not wrong. No, you are wrong. I'll say this. In certain respects, I would entertain that. But I still haven't made my determination on chakra. So in certain respects, I would entertain that. But your if then therefore conclusion is totally wrong. Totally wrong. No one vetted this. I can tell because it took me 2 minutes to find out this was fucking misinformation. Or I should rather call it disinformation because you're scaling with an agenda to make somehow Naruto characters equal to Shinigami or Bleach characters. So you're already scaling with an agenda. That's really bad in itself. Yeah. He's able to perform ninjutsu with no difficulty whatsoever. So much soul, spiritual. Yeah, see, and this is what I mean. He thinks this is his fucking soul. This is the issue. He thinks. Let's play the fucking clip. Let's play the clip. Let's do that. What is that? Let's play the clip. I'm gonna have to get this. You guys are only gonna be able to see this live because this is gonna get taken down because it's gonna be copyright infringement. But I don't give a fuck right now. In fact, I'll play it in like going by. So we see the Edo Tensei has been released. I'll just go like this. Hopefully I don't get copywritten for this. He's there. He's going at her. He shoots the fire style. Actually, you guys aren't going to get the full picture. It's okay. I'll do it like this. Oh look. Y'all saw that, right? The Edo Tensei literally reformed over his soul. So when he's doing his Susanoo, this is an Edo body still. Let's do that again for Ghost in the back. There's his soul. That's it right there. And there's Madara Edo form. I don't know what else you need. Kinsey, get your mans. I'll say this, Naruto fans. Naruto fans, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. If you guys start sending me anything that you want to put out to the world, I guarantee if it gets past me, it will have a 99% chance of being approved by anyone else. I am not the standard. I am not the bar. I'm not the smartest nigga scaling. I'm not the best nigga scaling. You know what I am? Consistent than a motherfucker. You know what I use? The source material. You know what I employ? Logic and reasoning. If you use me, see, look, if Ghost would have came to me, this would have never gotten approved. It would have never seen the internet. If he had self-respect, that is. He might have just posted it and not given a fuck about what I thought. But he would have went forward knowing he's incorrect. Provably incorrect. On several accounts. On the anime. On the manga. On the statements. And on the inconsistencies. Let's get into the chat. How y'all doing tonight, man? Who we got tonight? Let's see. I'm late. I'm going to try and read all these as fast as possible. I am late. All right. Shinigami is going to draw. We know that. Cool. Oh, let me see, I guess. Hold up. Shinigami says, I do want to know your take on this shit as well, Ab-Stract. This happens only with Naruto fans when BFR is a topic. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into BFR. It's going to be funny. Here's an example. The Force does exist across dimensions, such as hyperspace, but commonly specifically disconnected from other realities and obviously not associated with the Star Wars universe, providing little reason to assume the Force would exist within it. We hear. Okay, yeah, we're going to cover BFR. I'm going to actually have to come back to that one. Ghost equals Lalo to me, to be honest. I don't even know who Lalo is. Anyone watch Better Call Saul will understand this. Oh, Lalo. I think I know who you mean. Depends on the context of BFR. There are only select few. It was good, Katie Central. I think I've seen you in here before. There are only select few in Naruto who can affect spiritual / non-physical things. I agree. But let these guys tell it, Central. Everyone has the ability. It's a common thing in Naruto. I swear to God, this is all their fucking points. Shinigami says, bro claims those weak ass attacks can affect me. Everything also goes back to affecting Bleach. Bro, Tay, everything goes back to affecting Bleach characters. They're obsessed. They're a little bro, and they don't even know it. Anyway. Also, if that was the case, why couldn't Madara affect Don's soul? Exactly. What's up, Ab-Stract? What's good, What's good, Central? I like KD. Do I like KD or Central? Or is that Kid Kinsey? I don't know. Who's KD? No, I know Kid Kinsey's, yeah. Anyways, they the biggest fans, haha. Calling Ghost trustworthy is like trusting a pathological liar. Naruto scalers don't know how to... Thank you! Oh, that's what I was going to say. Hey, yo, Rev, chat. Would I be wrong in saying that Naruto fans don't read their own series at this point? He thinks this is Madara's soul. Look, he says he's able to perform ninjutsu with no difficulty whatsoever. Much soul, spiritual conceptuality, entity arguments should not be bought. He thinks this is Madara's soul. He does. He thinks his soul was performing fire style. And I'll say this, right? Because Kinsey had a little bit more to say. Kinsey says the Kage Hagoromo brought back were souls / spirits as well, and they used jutsu. Here's the thing with that. I think I'm the only nigga to talk about the soul being comprised of chakra and really pointing out how and why these things interact the way they do. You telling me, Kinsey, that the soul / spirits can use chakra or jutsu, rather, isn't new to me. No, this is like no cocky shit. It's not new to me. I've already covered this. Go watch my content. This is 2 years old for me, in fact. Maybe about a year and a half old now. This isn't new to me. What's new to me is an assertion of their power is a one-to-one of their alive self. That's new to me. This needs feats, proof, and evidence. A lot of evidence, because it's an extraordinary claim. And it would go against prior things that the series had already established and set up. So yeah, spirits using jutsu is not new to me. Asserting there are one-to-one is a lie. Proved it. Okay, let's keep going. Yes, sir. I guess to him, Ghost is trustworthy. Go back to the Itachi chapter, by the way. I want to point something out real quick. Go back to the... All right, I got you, bro. Give me a second. Itachi... What part specifically, Rev? Oh, I guess, yeah, 591. All right, I got it pulled up, so whenever you want to talk about it, I got it pulled up for you. What's good, Ig? Hey, what's good, Grid? I wanted to point out the fact that everything is happening simultaneously. Just because an event occurs in the next chapter doesn't mean it comes long after the Edo Tensei was undone. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not even mad at everything happening. Yeah, see, here's the thing. It would have to be happening simultaneously because the jutsu that was undone affects them all at the same time. Hence why all the lights went up at the same time. That's true. I agree with that. Nah, this is hilarious, LOL. Hey, yo, Katie, you gotta be here, bro. I be going the fuck off on niggas. Ignil, somebody made the claim that ninjutsu can damage non-physical beings inherently because apparently Madara used ninjutsu as an Edo. Yeah, just go back about 15 minutes and you see me dismantle, break down, and debunk the whole fucking claim because he didn't understand. Essentially, hold up. Let me, 601. We'll do it here. No. We'll do it the right way. Let me do it the right way. Yeah, so essentially grid. Ghost didn't understand that right here, this is Edo Madara. He thinks this is Madara in his soul form. He doesn't understand that the Edo Tenseis all have cracks on their bodies. Right? You see that? That's an Edo Tensei. This is his soul. And then we see here, the Edo Tensei body is fighting to get back over his soul, which it does. Hence all the cracks on his body. Hence the crack on his face. But Ghost, a trustworthy scaler in the Naruto community, apparently, according to Kinsey. Now I got to take your word with a grain of salt, Kinsey, because you told me Ghost is trustworthy, and I just disproved him on a lunch break. Not even my lunch break. I'm being fallacious. I'm exaggerating. It was I'm not even lying, guys. It was less than 2 minutes of me researching this shit. Boy, oh boy. Hence why I asked, did you do your due diligence? Did anyone do their due diligence? Yes, we did. Okay, cool. I'll cover it tonight. Say less. You did your due diligence? I'll cover it tonight. After me covering this and be as objective as possible, does anyone here think that Madara's soul, much less, was attacking these people with jutsu? How long has this series been done and we don't know how the Edo Tensei works? Unbelievable. Why would this mid attack affect me? Oh yeah, I read that. All right. It's so fucking stupid. But let him cook. Call him Chef Ab-Stract. Facts, bro. The only reason Bleach souls can interact with the world is because everything in Bleach has a soul. That's true. I don't want to say the only reason. I don't want to say the only reason. Bleach, the fact that their souls are actually dense energy, even though it's spiritual, the fact that it accumulates so much that it's dense, I would say that also gives credence to why they can. Edo Tensei are immortal specifically because they are souls piloting inanimate bodies with regenerative properties. How is ninjutsu soul damage when the narrative outright proves otherwise? Exactly. If ninjutsu were soul damage, they would be able to destroy his Edo body, void of him being a fucking spirit. In fact, that would have actually made the fight more interesting if they actually got to fight Madara with some fucking stakes. But they didn't. They fought an unlimited chakra, always reanimating thing, zombie, basically. All right, let me catch up fast. People swear truth-seeking orbs can damage the soul because it negates chakra. So which is it? Are all ninjutsu capable of soul damage, or is it just the black orbs and Rinnegan abilities? Exactly. Naruto is the most potential man verse ever. All ninjutsu affecting the soul is dog shit premise. It completely invalidates the whole Orochimaru can be healed because his arm's souls got removed by Hiruzen. Thank you, Grid. Let me skip down. Like I said, Naruto scalers can't read Naruto. It's fascinating phenomenon. It's really wild, bro. It's really wild. And I'm not even lying, Naruto fans. Naruto fans, when y'all see this, I extend my hand to you. I really do. Send your shit through me. And I'm not being cocky. I'm not being arrogant. Guys, I'm just letting you know it will go through a scrutiny process that will have it be under a fucking microscope. Right? Because I don't put out information that I can't prove. I might put out theories that have evidence, but I don't really put out information that I can't prove. Much less in a fucking video or a thread. I can talk all day. I don't mind talking about things I'm not sure of. You guys have always heard me say, until I put it out in an official video for real, don't take my word on it. I can talk about it all day. But my official things, for the most part, will come from videos. Unless I say, hey, yeah, this is what I believe officially. I can do that, right? But videos, because I have a responsibility to be accurate and consistent. Ghost does not. Share the live, like the stream. I'm about to share this to the Twitter right now, actually. All right, Madara's. We're going Madara's soul using ninjutsu. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know why people What do they think I do all day, bro? They think I go to the gym, work out, go to work. Nah. All right. What else we got? Let me catch up real quick. Oh, we got Kid Kinsey in the building. All right. Michael says, does that calc to the total energy of the planet rotating or some percentage of that power? Did someone say that Uzihiko is just planetary? Okay, I'm gonna have to shout out to Ghost Man. Yeah, no, hey, Kinsey, no, your man's is wrong, incorrect. Go back 15 minutes. I proved the whole thing, or I could do it right now. Of course, Naruto is. Kinsey, why you co-sign this? Good question. Least genius Naruto scaler versus least genius One Piece scaler. Who is worse? Oh, least genuine. That's funny. You know what? I don't interact enough with One Piece scalers. I don't interact enough with them. I've yet to hear a bad One Piece scaler. Saul Goodman versus Matt Murdock. Who is a better lawyer? Matt's good. I don't know Saul though either. I think Saul Goodman is from what? Breaking Bad. Hey, Kinsey. Oh, wait. I've yet to hear a bad One Piece scaler is wild. Hey, no, Kinsey, I need you to respond to this shit. I don't know if you were here since the beginning, but I can break it down again. I don't mind, Kinsey. Let's go over it again. Your friend Ghost says Madara in his soul form retained his prior stats using Fire Style and Susanoo. First, let's tackle that. Not this. So, we understand. First off, we understand that when the Edo Tensei is done, we'll see a body. Oh, you saw it. Okay, good. Let me ask you this, then, Kinsey. Since you saw it, what are the issues I have with him? If you have any issues with what I had with him, I'm sorry. If you have any issues with what I said about his post, please present them. I would love to hear it. Because nothing suggests that this is his soul. Nothing suggests that this is his soul. This is an Edo body. This is his Edo body trying to cling onto his soul. And this is his Edo body right here. This is his Edo body, bro. Hey, Kai, you late. Back of the class, you late. Don't forget to sign in. Take your shoes off. You're late. So yeah, Kinsey, the ball is in your court. Let me know exactly how we want to proceed. I can spend some time on this, but I got another topic to talk about. We got to talk about BFR. In fact, if you want to hit me up in the DMs right now, we can talk about it live. We can talk about it live in the DMs right now. I don't mind. Them also needing to be saved shows he's still a threat. Yes, he's still a threat because he's in his Edo body, bro. He's still a threat because he's in his Edo body. Therefore, attacks, including Genjutsu, would affect spiritual beings like Shinigami. Or we could VC. I don't mind. We could VC. We could do a live space, recorded space. One Piece scalers calc stack the most. I think One Piece scalers probably do calc stack the most. That shit's probably true. Kinsey, you quiet, bro. I need an answer, bro. I got a show to run, man. What we doing? Everyone's commented but you. I need some answers. I got a show to run. Do you still stand by your man's post that, versus his soul and his human body there are 1-to-1 and he lost none of his power? He can do the exact same things as a soul. You believe that still? After seeing that this is his Edo body, after seeing that the Edo Tensei is clinging on to his soul form, do you believe this still? I need to know. Because if you believe it, I'm going to have issues. And then we probably will have to VC and actually clear this up. But if you want to renounce this, good brother, which is the right and the correct thing to do. If you want to renounce this, I can move on. You can inform Ghost why he is wrong, or you can direct him to this video. And if he wants to have a chat, we can do that too. I do not mind. I've never dusked smoke from one of you niggas. I've talked to your best, actually, in my opinion. I don't know who y'all best is, but I feel like I've talked to the best of you guys. Kinsey, yes, I do. Guys, I do actually count Kinsey as among at least one of the most consistent. I don't know about debates. Only because, like, when me and Kinsey debate, we kind of already have an understanding of where we both stand. So there's not really too much of a debate to be had. It's more so about how we interpret things for the most part. But I'll say this. Kinsey is probably one of the most consistent scalers for the Naruto side. He doesn't really understand AP, which you don't, so don't get all... He doesn't really understand AP. But yeah. I bet. He says, laugh my ass off. I was re-looking at the chapter, but yeah, I believe it. When Naruto characters fight inside their mind, even they can do the same things. Their mind, body, soul are all intertwined. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean you believe it? You believe it? What do you mean you believe it, bro? I don't understand. Can you explain that to me? What do you mean you believe it? You believe, hold up. You believe that this is his soul shooting a fireball? That this is his soul using a Susanoo? Is that what you believe? The hunt is still on for an honest Naruto scaler. We need to get Eon Ab-Stract and an honest Naruto scaler in the same stream. That'd be funny as shit. It would be hilarious, bro. I'd even do me, Eon. If we get it, I don't mind two One Piece guys. Get Eon and motherfucking Steinix. Me, Steinix, Eon, and someone else. That shit would be hilarious. Like Soul Madara can still fight the same way normal Madara can. Oh God. Oh shit. Oh God. He said it. He said it. Kinsey. Kinsey. First off, let me ask you this. Listen, you said you believe that he can fight the same way as his normal self. Let's get an understanding first. Is this his soul shooting fireball jutsu? Is this his soul performing the Susanoo right now? Because we gotta go one step at a time now. What's your take on Naruto versus Kurama happening inside his mind? That was Naruto in his mental space fighting the same. Yes, it was Naruto fighting in the mental realm. Like the same way Jean Grey and Professor X can fight in the mental realm and none of that shit is real. The same way Naruto can fight Kurama and none of it be real. It was literally an internal battle of wills. But get off that. I need you focused here. Is this his soul shooting a fireball jutsu? And is this his soul using a Susanoo? Or is this the Edo version of him? Because I need to make sure you understand what's going on here. Because your answer isn't really like conforming with reality here. I'm not going to lie to you, Kinsey. This is actually scary. Yeah, I respect his integrity, but him trying to justify possibly planetary One Piece based on the 5 elders being called the 5 elder planets is weak. Oh, who said that? I guess your dreams scale to your real life too, LOL. Exactly. Like, I guess when Gohan and Krillin were doing the image training, were those like the full power versions of themselves, or were they just conjurations that they made within their minds to fight one another? Like, y'all gotta stop this shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all gotta stop this. Naruto fighting Kurama inside his head is not Naruto fighting Kurama outside. He's not tangling with Kurama in fucking base. It's not happening. Or whatever he conjured up in his mind. It's not going that way. It's not how it works. The only way I would accept that is if he actually took physical damage from the inside of his mind, his mindscape. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do, bro. I'm not sure what to do. Like, in the face of logic and reasoning, I don't know what to do. Here's the thing. If I was presented with this and I was the one making the claim and someone went through all this effort to disprove it and actually showed evidence and feats for why it's incorrect, I don't know how I could disagree. We watched the fucking video of the Edo body being overtaking the soul. We saw that the Edo performed the fireball, and we saw that the Edo performed the Susanoo. So I'm not really sure. All right, Kinsey, you're deflecting, bro. Why are you talking about the image training in the dreams? You're deflecting. Vastly different from Naruto fighting in his head. Naruto is at risk of dying if he lost in there. I don't remember him being at risk at dying. The only thing that was at risk was Kurama taking over his body. What's the chapter where he says he's at risk at dying? And can you please address the actual question? Did his soul shoot fireball jutsu in Susanoo or not? And then, how are you going to say, yes, Madara's soul can do the same thing his alive body can do, when we know the souls don't even have tangibility to begin with? Because we can read here, physical attacks don't work because the ghost that transcends the user's body doesn't have substance. How are you going to say it's a 1-to-1 when they don't have substance? Dreams and image training are fake. Naruto was actually fighting Kurama. B was actually able to help Naruto. Oh my God, man. So what I'm hearing is you guys will do anything, and you guys will say and do anything to make a case. That's unbelievable to me, bro. That's actually unbelievable to me. And you're still not answering the question. I could really care less about Naruto fighting Kurama in his goddamn head. It's literally a battle of wills. The fact that B could interfere doesn't change anything. The fact that Minato can interfere doesn't change anything. The fact that Kushina can come out of God's ass doesn't mean anything, bro. I need you to answer the questions, though. Is this his soul using these techniques, or is this his Edo body? And then, why would they be able to be a 1-to-1 if the soul that transcends the body doesn't have substance? Obviously, going by the logic, the Naruto canon mind battles are separate from physical battles. He doesn't understand that, Rev. He thinks the battles that happen within the mindscape are real battles. He believes Kurama's mental image of himself is as strong as his physical image. That's what he believes. Hey, Shinigami, bro, they might as well be using fan fiction at this point. They might as well be, bro. Kinsey, I need you to answer the actual questions, bro. You ain't answering the questions that matter. Anyways, guys, let's get into the while Kinsey wrestles with that, because we can come back to that anytime. Kinsey's going to wrestle with that for a little bit. He's going to wrestle with that because he has to be honest with himself. He's going to be honest with himself, and he's going to say, no, Ab-Stract, that's not his soul using those techniques. Yeah, Ig, he ducking and weaving real good. He's slipping. Kinsey out here slipping jabs, doing ghost steps and all that. Yeah, the battle that takes place inside the mental realm are an exact 1-to-1 of their strength. That's a lie. All right, well, okay, that's okay. All right, I think I have heard enough, actually. All right, Kinsey, where'd you get that? Kinsey, where did you get that? Where in the source material is that statement backed up? His soul used the Susanoo. I wasn't ducking the question. I was just hounded by questions. Oh my God. Okay. 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 All right. So you weren't here for the beginning of the video and you lied to me. Okay, let's do it again. I'll go slowly this time too. I'm not even going to get mad. I'm not even going to get mad. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. We'll go here. So Itachi and we'll go back one more. I'm not even going to, it's okay. No problem. So we see the Edo Tensei is being undone. Right? We see Madara is being affected by the Edo Tensei, just like every other Edo Tensei. Take note that the Edo Tensei have cracked skin. This denotes that they are an Edo Tensei. This denotes that they are still within the bodies that they were sealed in. Itachi shows Sasuke the truth. God. Oh, God. Itachi fades away. We see Itachi's host body fall at Sasuke's feet. Also important. We see the bodies of the other Edo start to ascend. We see Madara. Edo Tensei has been released. It seems the heavens haven't given up on us yet. There were shinobi on your side who might have done it too. It can't be helped. As I thought, I can move my body according to my will again. So Don is free. Notice the cracks on Don's body denoting an Edo Tensei. Shoza, I'm sorry. Notice the non-cracks on Don's soul, denoting that this is his soul and not the Edo Tensei. Don leaves his soul. Madara starts attacking. Oh, look, there are still cracks on Madara that we can visually see. There are still cracks on Madara right here that we can visually see. None of this is his soul attacking them. And let's just go to a clear picture one so we can make out that distinction. What was that, 591? Unbelievable. All right. Oh, look. We can clearly see the cracks on his armor still. Oh, look. He starts to come out of his body. Look here. He definitely couldn't have been out of his fucking body here because he only starts to come out of it right here. So we know his soul for sure isn't shooting a fucking fireball because he doesn't start to leave the Edo body until this point. Right? And then we see the Edo body start encroaching on his soul. And then to confirm this is actually his fucking Edo body, what do we see here? Consistency. More cracks. Kinsey, how in the fuck can you sit there and tell me that his soul is doing these attacks when he's clearly in his Edo body? Disprove to me that he's not in his Edo body. I would love to hear her. Make a video on it. Make a video on it. Make a video on it. I will react to it. Make a video, please. I implore you. Make a video. Oh, look. His cracked body, denoting an Edo body. not his soul. Never use a forbidden jutsu carelessly. Yeah, I'm really like dumbfounded. I really am. I'm not gonna lie. I did expect a little bit more from Kinsey just because he employs a little bit more logic than the rest of them. This is actually crazy, Kinsey. The fact that you're denying this is actually crazy to me. We see the pure consistency of Edo bodies continuously having cracks on their body. We see him shoot the fucking fire style before he even starts to attempt to leave his body, or involuntarily attempt. Then we see his Edo body encroaching on his soul, which it does, and then he uses the Susanoo. Your evidence would have been the strongest if he started to use techniques during this form right here, but even then I would argue that he would still be linked to his fucking Edo body. So that still wouldn't work. But that would be the strongest point. But the whole thing falls apart, especially when you look at the fucking video, bro. When you look at the video, we can clearly see. Oh, that's his fucking Edo body. So it's like, it's really weird. I need an explanation from you, Kid Kinsey. Need a dedicated video on the strongest Bleach character that Jubidar could beat. It'd be interesting. The battles being 1-to-1 in strength does not necessitate that they are 1-to-1 in every capacity. If they were the same, Naruto wouldn't be able to gather nature energy while moving like he does. Unbelievable. You can try it if you try. Unbelievable. Kinsey and I. Yeah, you know what? You're actually right. Or if Shinigami said that, yes, you would actually be right. If it is the case that mental battles scale to, well, actually, we can actually disprove this right now. Kakashi's spirit got attacked with Tsukuyomi. It got stabbed and cut up to pieces. He didn't die from any of that shit. And you guys will say Genjutsu affects the soul, right? Why didn't Kakashi die from being stabbed 72 hours within that time? If Genjutsu does in fact affect the soul. No answer, right? Guarantee. Kid Kinsey contradicts the idea that the mental fight and the physical fight are the same in every capacity because his body would register movement of everything that wasn't 1-to-1. That's true. That's true too. The mere fact that something like that can be achieved on the technicality that his physical body isn't moving is a complete defeater towards the idea that they're being viewed as the same. This so-called scholarship, the amount of detail Ab-Stract goes through to debunk these crazies doesn't get enough credit. This is called, my fault, not this so-called. This is called scholarship. Yeah. It actually is. And the thing is, Tay, bro, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Denoting his shock. Could any souls being stolen by pain produce any ninjutsu? That might have been super useful for Kinsey and Naruto. Could any souls being stolen by pain produce any ninjutsu? No, they couldn't. If you mean while it was going on, no, they could not. And then let's get into that. Naruto characters don't even have control over their souls. They either have to be in a body or go to the Pure Lands. They can't even move about freely. Or if they can, it's for a very limited time. Like Jigen or like Ishiki saying goodbye to Code. Inherit my will. Goodbye, but I gotta go. Like Naruto getting tapped on the shoulder by Jiraiya before he says goodbye. I gotta go. Like Osumo bumming a cigarette before he says to Shikamaru goodbye. I gotta go. Minato is low-key a monster for his feats in his one shot. According to your logic, Itachi killed Kakashi hundreds of times. Thank you, Rev. It's hilarious how me and Rev came to the same fucking conclusion, and I just now got to that comment. He could have said that 20 minutes ago. What's the end goal of this argument? Are you saying souls can't use jutsu or something? Kinsey, I thought you were here from the beginning, bro. I'm the guy that pioneered souls being made of chakra and souls using ninjutsu. I pioneered that 2 years ago. I've never said souls can't use ninjutsu. I contested the 1-to-1 ratio. That makes no logical sense because the souls in their verse don't even have substance, which means they can't even hit. They can't physically interact with things because they don't have substance, which is also why things can't physically interact with them because they don't have substance. So them being a 1-to-1 to anything, especially physicals, is out the window. You'd have a better chance for ninjutsu. You'd have a better case for ninjutsu. But even then, that example that we're talking about doesn't show that. Because as I just meticulously went over, this is his Edo body. This right here is his Edo body. And this right here, oh no. This right here is his Edo body. As we just seen in the video, the Edo body encroaches on his soul body, takes it over, and then he does the Susanoo. I swear to God, bro. Without feats, Kinsey, no they can't. Souls can use jutsu. They're not just 1-to-1 to when they're alive. And here's the thing, Grid. I'll say this, Grid. I believe that souls in Naruto can only use certain jutsu at that. I don't even believe they can produce anything physical. I don't believe they can. Nothing has shown it, nothing suggests it, nothing states it, nothing intimates it. We've only seen them do the summoning jutsu, which doesn't take any physical properties. We've only seen them do we've seen Obito use the Kamui, which doesn't take any physical properties. Like he's not physically interacting with the world, I'm saying. What else have we seen them do? We've seen Don become a soul and interact with people by possessing them. That doesn't take physical properties though, because he's still a soul. We've seen Jigen say hi to Code on his goodbye. Doesn't take physical properties to say goodbye. We've seen Momo implant a karma. Momo's not like doing a physical jutsu. He's not like doing an earth style or something like that. So I believe they can only use certain jutsu as souls in the first place. To assert that there are a 1-to-1 is a lie. It's incorrect, and nothing states, suggests, or shows that to be the case. The Ghost Kage Hagoromo brought back used the summoning jutsu. Yes, I know. I put it in the video. Like when Obito Kamui is out of the Pure Lands, why would he need to chakra possess Kakashi instead of just fighting Kage himself? Exactly. Thank you, Grid. That's a beautiful point. Why the fuck would he give Kakashi his Sharingan if he's that badass and he can do it himself? I mean, he clearly had the power to go back and forth towards dimensions as far as the Pure Lands versus the living world. So why didn't he just fight Kage as a spirit? Wonder why. I got the smartest chat on fucking YouTube, by the way, as far as this anime shit's concerned. Y'all are trolling by comparing Genjutsu, which is fake. Genjutsu's fake? So if Genjutsu is fake, why can it affect spirits? So wait, what's the argument for Genjutsu now that it's fake? What is the argument for Genjutsu since you're calling it fake? First off, what do you mean by it's fake? Because apparently, according to y'all, Genjutsu can affect the soul. and then it can affect the spirits, according to you / y'all, your community. This is what y'all say. Now it's fake. So it's not affecting the soul / spirit. Very convenient. Hakurama is the exception to the rule because he's the only one in canon who has brought themselves back to the living plane at will. We can't just say anyone can do that. Itachi was super surgical with his stabs. Like shit. The Genjutsu mental fights are different from mental fights between those without it. No, bro. Kakashi felt that way because of the mental shock of dying over and over again. It's his brain disassociating after coming back to life that caused him to be bedridden. Y'all can't read. I think Genjutsu and mental escape stuff is different. Here's the thing. If you're going to argue Genjutsu attacks the soul, which they will argue, you cannot then argue that it's different than the mental escape battles. They would have to be one and the same, or else it's not actually attacking the soul. Because he was dead, and you can't just come back to the human realm like that. Itachi controls everything in his Tsukuyomi. What do you want me to educate you on? Like when Sasuke astral projects into Naruto's mental scape, it's definitely presented in a different manner than other Genjutsu. See, but he did that with Sharingan. And the Sharingan is what allows him to cast Genjutsu. I'm not saying it was a Genjutsu that allowed him to enter. But it would be pretty similar. That's irrelevant, says Ronin, because both the Tsukuyomi and the Jinchuriki still imprison a target inside one's mind realm with chains or crucifixes. Only difference is that Itachi can spam. When Naruto started to lose control in his mental fight versus Kurama, his actual body started to have effects. That's not the same as Genjutsu, y'all. Oh, so then you are agreeing then that Genjutsu does not affect the spirit or the soul. Because if you're arguing that Naruto is having physical reactions due to interacting with Kurama, which I can cover anyway, then you would also have to be arguing that the things that take place in the Genjutsu are actually imaginary, not real, and can be overcome by anybody, which means you would actually have to argue Genjutsu working on any and everybody that it attacked. Also. I'll catch the BFR convo tomorrow and hit you up when I finish it. I don't even know if we're going to get to it tonight. Kinsey disagreed, bro. We might be on this shit all night because he doesn't understand this is Madara's Edo body. You aren't understanding the difference of the mechanics. Ino and her clan do not fit into this interpretation. There are so many holes in this argument. Exactly. Yeah, Dantu. Exactly. Naruto's fight against Kurama didn't actually physically strain his body. All we see is that half of his body was taken. See, and that's the thing. That's what I was going to get into, Ig. Naruto's body only had a physical effect because Kurama can take over Naruto's body. He's literally inside of him. Like, the full thing of Kurama, you know, the 50-meter tall fucking fox, it's a real thing that exists inside of Naruto. It's not a mental thing. It's an actual fucking entity that through Naruto magic exists within his tiny ass body compared to the fox. So the fox and him fighting for control would not surprise me that it has a physical effect on Naruto. It wouldn't surprise me that it has a physical effect on Naruto. It attacks the mind. What's actually occurring isn't real, but you think it is, which causes the trauma. So yeah, if it's not real, like I said, then it's definitely not attacking the soul. Because you guys argue Genjutsu attacks the soul. If it's not attacking the soul and it's not real, then you would have to argue it works on... You would have to argue who it would work on and why it would work on them. And this isn't even mentioning the fact that Genjutsu requires the chakra network. This isn't even mentioning that. We're going to talk about the BFR win. Shinigami, I don't even know if we're going to get to it. The fact that Kinsey didn't understand the breakdown that I did 3 times now kind of threw me off. We actually just might read Nue's Exorcist tonight and do the BFR conversation tomorrow because I want that to be a fresh conversation. His body began to react because, Kurama is literally imprisoned inside his... Again, me and Rev are saying the same shit. He might have commented this 20 minutes ago. I have no idea. But you see how we're consistent? Kurama is literally imprisoned inside his body. If he loses control, Kurama takes over his body or worse. Yes. That's why he's having a fucking physical reaction to things. Because a giant 50-meter fox is in his body fighting for control. For the body. Kinsey, you sat there and told me that this is his soul shooting fire style jutsu. I don't know, bro. You might be cooked. Boy. Genjutsu is a wide category of abilities. Narana Igno, who's the strongest Naruto character that Lord Twigo can beat? I don't even know who that is. You know Sasuke for real? I probably would say Kakuzu. Where does Genjutsu affecting the soul even come from? It comes from a data book statement saying it attacks the spirit. Let me see if I can find the exact scan. I don't think it's that one. Slime mind effect. I think it was Tsukuyomi. Yeah, I think it's Tsukuyomi. Hold up. Tsukuyomi. Bad book. That's all in Japanese. I can't read that shit. I don't know what that is. Can't read that. Do they not have... let me see if I can... let's know this. Don't embarrass me. Come on. There you go. Load up. Where's the Tsukuyomi? Anyways, Grid. They say like, oh, his spirit was broken or some bullshit like that, bro. That's what it was. It comes from that. Naruto's soul / mind was actually fighting Kurama. A Genjutsu is 100% fake. I'm confused on why we are even comparing the two. Okay, so Genjutsu... so for the third time, Genjutsu is fake. I can't wait to address this next time we have a discussion. Because now that Genjutsu is in fact fake and it's not attacking because it's fake, which means it's not doing any real damage to anybody. Now that we understand that, I can't wait till our next conversation. It's going to be funny to bring up. For our convo. But it's already 9. He took up all of our time. What is the strongest version of Godzilla that Kurama could beat? Given recent metas, he's definitely not touching Monster vs. Godzilla. I don't know if any version of Kurama could beat Godzilla. Godzilla literally is disgusting as far as power is concerned. The Itachi light novel says that Tsukuyomi attacks the soul. Thank you, Kai. That's what it was. The light novel. The light novel, yeah. Okay, I'll say this slowly. Genjutsu attacks your mind to show your false images. Mental escape fights are two soul minds actually interacting. Oh. Here's the thing. What proof do you have that the mental escape fights are 1-to-1? Exactly. Like, what's the actual proof that they're 1-to-1? Because all you have is Naruto battling for control over Kurama within the mental escape. So what's the proof that they're one-to-one, number one? I want that answered first, I think. I want that answered first, yeah. We'll stop there. I'm not going to shotgun you. The mechanics such as how chakra control, someone has access to abilities and other details. Kurama and Naruto can't force each other to experience things or immediately collapse the other's soul. It's not just from Tsukuyomi. There's a statement in Boruto. I'll tag you in it. Got you. It attacks the spirit. It attacks the spirit. Does not have to refer to the soul. It can refer to spirit closer to will. That's true too. But Grid, we're dealing with people who are disingenuous, and they'll take spirit to mean soul. So that's kind of how we have to take it. I brought up Tsukuyomi, not Genjutsu in general. Tsukuyomi is stated specifically to bring the target into Itachi's mind realm, where he's basically God. Might start the Shibuya incident for real. Hey, yo, if we want to read Jujutsu Kaisen, we can do that. You ain't read it? I haven't read it. So we reading New Age Exorcist? Yes. Bro, Ab-Stract, I'll send you the Hellverse canon scans right now. I forgot about it till now. I got you, bro. Dope. Ab-Stract. Look up what Tsukuyomi does real quick. All right, so let's see. You know what? Let me go to the chapter. Fuck it. And I'll do both versions. I'll use this scan and the other one just so we can get a full picture. God damn. All right. Proud failure. Naruto's Ninja Handbook. Itachi's power. Oh, no, this isn't. We gotta go back a little bit more. Kakashi versus Itachi. Yeah, these ads are crazy, not gonna lie. Okay. Only a Sharingan user with the same blood as me can defeat me. All right. The world of the grasping moon. All of space, all of time, every matter, everything is under my control. Now for 72 hours you will be continuously stabbed by these katanas. He said the ads always get me. Okay, so they don't even show the full thing here. Okay, so I guess it expands on it. Let me see if I can find it. Does anyone talk about Tsukuyomi? I think I know what you're looking for, Rev, but I don't know where to find it, bro. But I think I know what you're looking for. And I guess there's no data book statement of it. Or there is, I just can't fucking find it. Okay, let's see here. Tsukuyomi data book translated. The Mangekyo Sharingan leads into the eternal abyss of the inner world, where the laws of all creation are seized, and soul and spirit are driven to extinction. Although this is a data book, which really makes it fucking hard. The Mangekyo Sharingan, the ultimate dojutsu, a supreme eye technique that only it alone can make possible. The Sharingan possesses high-level ocular power, the Eye of Insight, and the Eye of Hypnosis. Among these, the Eye of Hypnosis gives the rise to the ultimate Genjutsu, Tsukuyomi. On this earth, all beings live within the constraints of three forces, gravity, space, and time, and their ability to act within those constraints has always defined the line between victory and defeat. But Tsukuyomi is a technique that drags the targets... hold up. Tsukuyomi is a technique that drags the target into a mental world built by the caster. Hold up. What was that we was talking about? where they gain complete control over those very constraints. Within this illusion, the laws of reality no longer apply in Tsukuyomi. The victim cannot resist. All logic and common sense of the outside world are meaningless, almost like you're fighting in your mind. And mind etymologically means soul. I just got that egg. I'm going to check it out tonight. So, why isn't it a 1-to-1? When have they ever been said or portrayed to be weaker? Well, no. See, here's the thing. In an argument, the burden would be on you to prove it is a 1-to-1 to what they can physically do outside. The burden would not be on me to figure out why they're not. You're the one asserting the claim. You would need to bring evidence to prove why they are a 1-to-1. Why is Naruto's Rasengan as strong as his Rasengan in the IRL real world? That wouldn't even make any sense, honestly. But the burden would still be on you to prove that. I'm not the one asserting the claim. Noah got some way to claim down. Wait. Ab-Stract, can you comment on your thoughts on the argument you see a lot like Death Battle on Vader versus Obito? Oh, Noah got a way to calm me down. Oh, yeah. Vader versus Obito. We can watch that, actually. When we get some good connection, we can watch that. But I like the fight. I mean, it's hard to give it to Obito, being that Obito has trash durability. Obito has no good speed feats. Vader is a mechanical monster with the Force and a lightsaber. Most he can try and do is go intangible and try and put him in Kamui, but it's going to be very hard with Vader's reaction speeds and Vader's ability to sense intent via the Force and all this other stuff. The ads always go crazy. Kid Kinsey, 16-year-old Minato was clashing an incomplete Rasengan with a full Kurama. Now repeat your question. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Are we being serious right now? Doesn't even make sense. And Minato was knocked out in that clash, LOL. A half-dead, bleeding out, half-conscious 16-year-old Minato was clashing an incomplete Rasengan with a full Kurama. Now repeat your question and reconcile it with this fact. Got aired by Ab-Stract. Basically, Naruto fans can't read. I've been consistent with comparing Tsukuyomi to mind battles, not all Genjutsu, and now I've been vindicated. Yeah, you have been, because we literally just read it. Yeah, Itachi has complete control in the Tsukuyomi. Yeah, see, but yes, he has complete control. But the important part was the fact that he drags them into a mental realm. The Tsukuyomi is a technique that drags the target into a mental world. This same mental world that Kid Kinsey is saying that Kurama and Naruto fight in. Let me go back. Let me go up. Yeah, when Naruto started to lose control in his mental fight, Tsukuyomi is a mental fight. What are we talking about? Not gonna lie, Ronan. This is just an argument from incredulity. Minato's Rasengan could simply just be built like that. Well, see, here's the thing. We know we have feats of Kurama. Minato would need scaling. See, and here's what makes it worse, Grid, what makes it worse is we've seen adult Minato's Rasengan not even kill Obito. Wrestle with that. If you're going to say Minato's Rasengan is like that, I would like to see the feats and scaling that would suggest that. Because we know Kurama's Biju bombs. We have the calcs for Kurama's Biju bombs. An incomplete Rasengan from 60-year-old Minato, nothing suggests it would be on the level of a fucking Biju bomb. Not a thing. Not even close. Anyways, Kurama was being restrained by Kushina. He was nerfed anyways. Since we're talking about mindscapes right now, screw My Hero Academia and screw quirk vestiges. I like the quirk vestiges though. I think that's a dope concept. And it actually makes like Deku versus like someone like Mahito pretty cool. Because Mahito can or Deku can technically resist idol transfiguration. I like that idea. I think it's dope. You can't just claim they're weaker or stronger. B didn't tell Naruto he's weaker, he's stronger in his mind. Yeah, so here's the thing. You're the one making the assertion that it's a 1-to-1. You would have to prove that, Kinsey. You would have to prove it's a 1-to-1 in their mental scapes. I've made no claim. I'm agnostic to the fact. But if you're making the claim it is the case, then we would like to see some evidence for that. I can pull up any chapter you want. Any chapter you want to go over, I will go over it with you right now. Tsukuyomi versus lucid dreaming, LOL. Basically. Have you gotten a chance to see that Vader scaling vid I sent you on Discord? Did I watch the Vader? No, I didn't. I don't think I watched that yet. I'm in fact back home, but I won't be awake for long because I'm very tired. So, okay. I agree, which is why Minato lost that clash. Y'all acting like he won. Here's the thing. I haven't even seen the one shot. But if they're clashing in the mental scape, and it's with a half Rasengan or whatever the fuck he's using, versus Kurama's full Bijou Bomb, which we have actual calcs for, and Minato's Rasengan as an adult couldn't even put down Obito, I think I understand what's going on here. The question here is, why would Itachi's mental realm damage, i.e. killing Kakashi for 72 hours, not actually kill Kakashi, but apparently Naruto's body was affected by the mental battle? Meant to ask about the BFR shit. Hey, bro, we're going to cover the BFR stuff tomorrow. We really will cover it tomorrow. This dragged on longer than I thought because I honestly didn't expect Kinsey to take the stance he took and come out his face and say, yes, Ab-Stract, this is Madara's soul. Even though I did everything to show that this was an Edo body, that this is an Edo body, and that this is his soul right the fuck here. So we know it's not his soul right here, if anything. But even with that, we see this is encroaching on his fucking soul. So this is not his Edo body. This is not his soul. It's still his Edo body. So yeah, I did everything I could to factually prove that this is an Edo body attacking them. But he wanted to disagree. So we kind of spent the majority of time talking about that. It's a battle of will. Yeah, like how Kurama and Naruto's thing has always been. It's a battle of fucking will. You can briefly clash with something but lose. We see this all the time. Only if you scale to it. It's implied that Minato won because Kushina was saved. Google the panel. It's clear Minato is weaker than Kurama. They are trying to rat. Alright. He said y'all trying to rat. That's funny. Alright. Alright, probably this one. Where my water at, man? Hey, take it easy, Shinigami. Okay. I won't hand over Kushina to you. Now, guys, I haven't seen this one shot. Is this in her mindscape? Or is this out in the real world? I really don't know where this is taking place. Oh, it's a spiritual battle. I hope it also clears it up with people who think Sage Mode Naruto was whole ass Kurama. I elaborated the differences earlier. Been a bit since I read any of Naruto, but man, it seems like Kushina needs saving a lot. Of course she needs saving a lot. She's a female with the, nine tails. She's a target and stuff like that. But yeah, no, hey Michael, go back and read Naruto, bro, because like there's a lot of things that people would have you believe that when you read it yourself, you're like, that's a goddamn lie. That's not true. Minato uses Rasengan. Kurama uses Biju Bomb. In the next panel, Minato wakes up in the hospital. Yes, Minato entered her mindscape. Yeah, so here's the thing. This could mean a lot of things. And the fact that I haven't read this one shot. It's kind of hard to tell because I haven't read this one shot. I know next to nothing of what is happening. Do we have more panels, maybe? Can't read that. So, how does the one shot end in? Maybe that's a better question. I'm also still waiting for evidence that would suggest a mental fight or a mindscape fight is a one-to-one to real physics and real things happening IRL. Still waiting for that. Yes, but Kushina didn't go on a rampage during Konoha, did she? He saved her and passed out from it. Blood loss. I sound like a broken record at this point, but y'all really can't read. Minato woke up in a hospital. No way you're trying to say he won't or anything. I like how as soon as I catch up in points, I am at number 1 again. Google Minato one shot. It's like the second link. Okay. Minato one shot. Read it on Manga Plus. Ah. Yeah, not this one. I don't know what this is. Oh, is this it? Oh, 52 minutes. We ain't got 52 minutes. We gotta find the actual thing. Chapter list. Where we at? Alright, let me type in read Minato one shot. Okay, PDF. Type chapter after one shot. Alright. Okay, let's check the first scan or the first link. I am not a robot. I am not Dr. Robotnik. Kinsey, I'm still waiting for like what would necessitate a 1-to-1 in the mental realm. I'm still waiting on that. Because before we can entertain anything, that has to be established. All right. Don't like what's going on. What in the fuck is going on? Kinsey trying to set up my computer, y'all. Kinsey is trying to get malware on my computer. Yeah, I'm not clicking on that shit, bro. You trying to give me malware just now, bro. I ain't clicking on that shit. I recommend the Shonen Jump app or the PDF joint. Oh, I was on the right page? Why ain't this? All right, let me go back. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Okay, haha. At the front lines of the previous Great War, if you plan to fight on even footing against us, you should have brought the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. Looks like Jiraiya, Minato, looks like Sakamoto. Oh, I don't know who that is. Tailed Beast Bombs. Let's retreat for now, Minato. Yes, sir. So here's the thing. Here's a question. Why didn't Minato use his Tailed Beast Bomb to block their Tailed Beast Bombs? Why didn't Jiraiya and Minato use their Rasengan to block a Tailed Beast Bomb? This is going to hurt your case right here, Kinsey, first off. But let's keep going. Hirashin no Jutsu. Flying Thunder God. Huh? Did I die? Is this the afterlife? Relax, Dekai. We teleported and escaped thanks to Minato's Flying Thunder God technique. That was a close call. So this is the power of the tailed beast, and one of them is inside her. New vessel. I'll tell you now, fear and resentment. Do you understand? You're more bound than I am. I will set you free. Come. All right. I wonder when Minato and I will be together, just the two of us. Cool. Outside the barrier, cool. The bum-ass Anbu get chained up somehow. Oh, it's Kushina's sealing technique. Hurry up and remove it so we can chase after her. It's no good, I can't take it off. Which each passing year, the binding power gets stronger. Yes, this is good. Everyone from the Uzumaki clan became arrogant in using the sealing power of the vortex. You use that power and it uses you. And even now, you are drowning and drowned in the flow of the vortex of the times. This is written really weirdly, but okay. Only I can release you from the people who made you like this. Do not forget your hatred. Do not trust anyone. Either you can't do it or okay, yada yada yada. Oh, look. Jiraiya talking about needing chakra rotating to the right. Unbelievable. I can't wait to have that conversation again. If the opposing worlds are needed in the same direction. I also heard that people with two hair whirls are geniuses, but what an amazing ninjutsu, sensei. Oh, sense. Sense. It took form. I will name it. Oh. Hold up, we gotta wait. I will name it Halo Hair Whirl of Jiraiya inspired by Frozen Desert Twin Style Sphere. So lame and so long. Guess he doesn't have a sense for naming. Is that so? Okay, cool. So he creates the Rasengan then and there. So he's already been training, hence the scruff marks on his face. What's wrong, Kushina? And he gets attacked. He gets slashed, and he's bleeding. Minato, I told you not to trust anyone. Okay, so hold up. Kushina, get a hold of yourself. So he's bleeding profusely on the outside world. If he's not bleeding profusely in the inside world, I don't know where we would get. This is a 1-to-1 at the fuck all, bro. But I better go to this next panel, and he's in her world. He better be bleeding profusely from the inside as well, or else we're gonna have issues. That's why I love you, Kushina. He better be bleeding. Yeah, chains. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh. 10 seconds. 10 seconds and I'm on your head. Nigga, we gonna see. Nigga, bad me the hook. Hey. Nigga, bad me the hook. Hey. Alright, skip. Come on, skip. Skip. Bad me the hookah, bad the hookah. Bad me the hookah, bad the hookah. Come on. Don't embarrass me. I got Kinsey here tonight. Stop embarrassing me. Just go. Gotta refresh the whole damn thing now, man. Alright, where were we? Come on. Okay, so he gets slashed. He's bleeding profusely. Now the argument is there is a 1-to-1 from your mindscape to the real world. That's the argument. That's what's been proposed. And the argument is also your strength would be a 1-to-1. I think. Hard to tell. Because this whole thing is that Naruto can get affected by Kurama, yet we know Naruto and Kurama are having a chakra battle. Never mind that, though. Cool. Okay, cool. That was the first one. Okay, where are we at? Cool. Ah, come on, bro. Damn. This is crazy. It literally won't let me unlock the next one, bro. What is going on? This is ass. Do I have to download this thing, bro? Fuck it, we'll get the PDF. I gotta create an account. Oh my god. This is so much work. Upload a document to download this document or subscribe to read. Oh. I have to upload a document to download this document. Oh, no, but that doesn't... That's just to download it. I want to skip it. Oh, my God. All right, I'm just going to have to find a new version or try and read it from here. Yeah, this is terrible. Okay, we're going to go back. It's a one-shot PDF. All right. Okay. Here we go. Cool. Here we are. You've come to. Let's do this together. Oh, wait. Not there, bro. Hold up. Let's go back a little bit. Slow down. Hold your horses. Cool. Here we are. Wake up, Kushina. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why is he doing this to me? Whatever. Why is the shinobi of your caliber fussing over this last? Oh my god. Come on. That's why I love Kushina. I won't let you have her. Okay. Cool. We're gonna have to do this fast because it's catching up to itself. So she does her chains, and we see this is in her inner world. I'm capable of resisting too. Minato's bleeding. You've come too. Minato, let's do this. Okay, cool. He gets fucked up again. He gets impaled. Nice. Minato, you've done enough. Run. Get away from here. I exist inside Kushina at all times. He has no gaping hole in him. He's not bleeding. He's actually perfectly fine. So then it's not even a 1-to-1 to the damage in... Alright. Okay. Alright. So here's the thing. We just seen Kushina resist the Nine-Tailed Fox. After her getting a power boost from seeing Minato fight. I have the will to resist too. Minato gets stabbed, he gets slashed, he gets impaled. He enters her inner world and is fine. Uses a Rasengan to clash with the Biju Bomb in his inner world, in her inner world. The thing is this. Taming the Nine Tails has always been a representation of wills and a struggle for power over willpower. Taming the Nine Tails yeah, I'm not sure how that helped your case at all, Kinsey. I'm not sure how that helped your case at all, bro. Let me catch up to some comments. It's probably on Manga Dex that has okay. Because the explosion would have heavily damaged them. Why would they detonate a beach bomb in their own face? Slap my house with Kurama on his demon time. He was still developing it at that point. Like I said before, he clashed an incomplete Rasengan with a full-powered Nine-Tails Biju Bomb. It's ridiculous to equate mind battles to reality, vice versa. Yeah, exactly. And we saw him run from a Biju Bomb of weaker-tailed beasts in person, right? We do remember that happened, right? There was no other option. Jiraiya wasn't going to do a Rasengan to match that. And Minato didn't feel fucking confident to do a Rasengan to match. Oh, well, he didn't know it. My fault. Yeah. At that point, he didn't know it. So your ass is saved on that point right there. He didn't know the technique, so he couldn't clash it. I'll give you that. That's hilarious. All right. Those beat drums inside of Rasengan. Minato's naming sense is so trash, by the way. Left my house off, yeah. The Rasengan is incomplete in the sense of a chakra nature being missing. Luffy is so much better at naming attacks. Minato is lame. Yeah, no, Luffy's attacks are dope. So briefly clashing and losing means they don't equate. Is Minato weaker or stronger in his mind? What's your stance? In his mind, he's as strong as his own will would dictate he is. Because it's not about being physically stronger or not. It's literally the same shit when Professor X fights Jean Grey or Mephisto or Emma Frost. He doesn't scale to his mindscape self. You might be stronger or weaker depending on your own self-perceived version of yourself. It literally represents your willpower. That's why when him and Kurama were doing a tug of war, yeah, that's exactly. Hold up. Are you insane? Why would he be bleeding in his mind? Laugh my ass off. Hey, bro, because you were the one that said it was a 1-to-1. You said the mindscape was a 1-to-1 to reality. So I fully expected, like, you know, when Ichigo was training with Zangetsu and he was taking physical fucking damage from Zangetsu, that's a 1-to-1 in a fight. That's a 1-to-1. He got injured in his soul mindscape and physical damage manifested on his body with Ichigo. That's a 1-to-1. What we just saw was him getting fucked up, impaled, sliced across the chest, enter Kushina's mindscape with his chakra, have a new body, and perform a technique that he just learned on the spot. And it matched a Biju bomb. Mind you, we don't even need to see Kurama's power at this point. We know he's the nine-tailed fox. We have calcs for his Biju bomb. Minato's best Rasengan could not put down Obito. Are you shitting me right now? Minato's best Rasengan is not building level through calc. Because you think mind equals body. Yeah, you do. But that doesn't mean damages on the physical body reflect on his soul. This is trolling. This is not trolling. This was your stance, bro. What are you talking about? This was your whole stance. I will say this. You seem to disavow that whole ghost shit, though. You ain't talking that. At least, for me, at least, you ain't on that. You went to a whole different topic, which I'm fine with. Because that ghost shit was kind of trash. No hate. Maybe a little bit of hate because I feel he did it with an agenda. Yeah, because he mentioned Bleach, so he did it with an agenda. Yet you tried to say Naruto reacted physically when Kurama was winning. He did say that. He did. Yeah. You contradict you. Yeah. You can't even steel man your own argument. Soul and mind being intertwined doesn't mean a cut on your physical body will appear in your mindscape. But how not? I just gave you the example with Ichigo where Ichigo fights Zangetsu and he's physically fucked up. When Kenpachi cuts Ichigo and Zangetsu goes in his mindscape, Ichigo is still physically fucked up. Those are soul-mind correlations and battles in the mental aspect of the soul having a physical impact on his soul body. Those are happening. If what you were saying is true, we would expect to see a similar thing happen with Naruto, but we don't because it's not how it works. They're just representations of their chakra. All that is just a representation of his chakra. Just like how Minato left a representation of his chakra in Naruto. That was just it. A representation of him via chakra. That's all that is. It's really incredible. You guys, you Naruto fans will go to such lengths just to be able to compete. It's so crazy to me. Yet you tried to say Naruto reacted physically. Right. You can't even still make... Oh, yeah, I read that. Did Naruto in his mindscape retain any injuries that he got in the real world, i.e. wounds from Pain's rods? No, he didn't. He did not, Michael. But Ichigo did. Just throwing that out there. I suppose his spiritual self would be weakened, but not show the physical fatigue. Well, no. See, here's the thing. His spiritual self can be stronger than his physical self because it's not a 1-to-1. It wouldn't make sense that way for them. It's not a 1-to-1. Why would his... Yeah, man. I suppose I can see that interpretation. Yet, therein lies the conundrum. Minato in the mind realm is stronger. Yes, he's stronger because how I've been saying and how we've all kind of been saying, except Kinsey doesn't give it for some reason. He's stronger because it's not about physical power at this point. It's not about actual AP. Everything that's happening in the mindscape is just a representation of your will that's going on. When Naruto is doing these massive Rasengas that appear to be hurting Kurama, it's literally their wills clashing. And that's just how it looks. When Professor Xavier is fighting in his mindscape and he's shooting fucking lightning, it's not real lightning. That's just a representation of his will. Professor Xavier cannot shoot lightning. That should tell you something. When he gets injured in his mindscape, nothing happens to his physical body. Now, can he get like psychically blocked off? Yes, but that's a little different. That's like him getting trapped within his own telepathic, mind prison, whatever. But that's different. Why not? If injuries don't have to translate to the mind, why would strength? Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. You guys, Naruto fans want Naruto to be Bleach so bad it's actually crazy. As we saw, Ghost's whole endeavor for that fucking post was to say, hey, look, they can affect Bleach characters, and I'll prove it right here. Look, therefore, attacks, including Genjutsu, would affect spiritual beings like Shinigami. He went out his way to make this incorrect fucking post just to say that they can attack Shinigami. And it was incorrect. And when I asked, did anyone vet this? They all said no, Ghost is trustworthy. Yet I spent 2 minutes while at work, shitting basically, and debunked this. Then I brought it to here with you guys. Inconceivable. What did Kinsey tag, man? Genjutsu works on a spiritual level. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Here is the thing. And I've already talked about this as well. You understand that Itachi is an Edo, right? You understand Edos have chakra, right? You understand Edos have a chakra network, right? Show me a Genjutsu working on a spirit without the constraints of a body. Show me it working on like an actual spirit. Like an actual spirit. Not one bound by the Edo Tensei that has a physical body. Seems Ino delved deep into his mind and soul. Show me that in the manga. It's implanted in the crow. It's his eye. Yada yada. Uchiha shoots his manga. The ultimate manga shining. The Genjutsu is slowed my control. Da, da, da. Okay, that's useless. I don't need that. Kabuto put Edo Itachi under Genjutsu plus Itachi casted Genjutsu on himself as an Edo. Yeah, see, you're missing the fact that Itachi still has a physical body with chakra running through it. A physical body with chakra running through it that has a chakra network, which allows Genjutsu to interact with the brain. Yeah, you're missing all that stuff. In Boruto, somebody got put under Genjutsu, so Ino checked his mind and soul to find the source of the hypothesis. How do we know he actually checked? How do we know his soul actually got checked? What is the exact... Like, do we actually get to see this, or is Naruto embellishing here? And how can we prove that he is or isn't? Because I'm in disbelief that she checked his soul. Like, I would just need more proof for these things. The issue with Naruto in general is you guys lack proof of, like, a majority of your claims. Like, sure, the basic shit you can get out the way, but when it comes to actually postulating something of substance, you always come up short. Not you, Kinsey. Your fandom. You guys always come up short. When it comes to postulating something of actual substance, you guys come up short. Chakra equaling stats, you come up short. Chakra equaling durability, you come up short. Genjutsu affecting spirits, you come up short. Chakra equaling AP, you come up short. Mental scape battles being one-to-one to physical battles, you come up short. And now the latest version of this fucking catastrophe. Madara in his soul form having a one-to-one to his physical body. This is just wrong. You didn't even come up short. This is just like a fuck up. Pure fuck up. Because punching Minato in the face isn't affecting his mind or soul. Like I said, y'all are trolling right now. No, bro, this is not trolling. This is literally under the guise. This is literally under your interpretation of how things should be working. The fact he ran away from the 5 tails, I don't remember the red monkey Jinkuri, yet could handle the 8 tails. Exactly. Could handle the 8 tails and then clash with the 9 tails in Kushina's mindscape. No, we're not doing that. If experiencing pain / damage doesn't affect the mind, why would accruing or diminishing in strength have any bearing on the soul strength? He can't answer these questions, Michael. Like I said, he passed out from being half dead and bleeding out. That's why he was at the hospital at the end. But he 100% stopped Kurama and saved Kushina. Otherwise, there'd be no hospital. Exactly. Yeah, he 100% went to the fucking hospital because he got impaled and slashed across his chest. It baffles me that people try to use this clash to argue that Minato has greater AP than Kizaru. Oh, that's insane. I've never heard that, Michael. That's insanity. That's insanity. And it would make zero sense. If that's the case, then you would unironically be saying Rasengan would be stronger than any Biju Bomb. A base Rasengan from when does Naruto surpass Minato? What, Kakuzu maybe? After Pain? That would be saying Naruto's Rasengan after that point would be stronger than all of his Biju Bombs. If that's what they're saying with Minato, who didn't even master the Rasengan at that point, who just learned it, just created it, is clashing with Kurama. If that's him being stronger than Kizaru, that's crazy to me. It's a willpower fight in a sense to see who dominates the other. The actual fight is still predicates on states, which is why when Naruto uses Sage Mode, he gets stronger. Him using Sage Mode gets him stronger because that's literally how he thinks it would work in his mind too, by the way, bro. Like, yes. Like, both can be true. Both can be true. And like, oh my God, there's so much wrong with this shit. There's so much wrong with this shit, bro. You're pyramiding inferences. I really hate when people pyramid inferences. I think that's probably like the worst thing someone can do in anime, pyramiding inferences. But my God, you Naruto guys do it a lot. That's why would he need to do that if he's stronger? I read the manga. Jiraiya glazes the fuck out of the Genjutsu to get to Minato right before they meet them. That's not how that works, though. You don't just get willpower boost in mental space battles. Yes, you do. What are you talking about? It's why Naruto still needed Sage Mode to use stronger attacks. Oh my God. We just seen Kushina get a mental fucking boost. We just seen her get a mental boost. She just said, I'm not going to be bossed around too. More chains come out. What are you talking about, bro? She literally just got the fucking boost. Am I missing something here? Willpower is literally what keeps the seal intact. A weak mind/mental state weakens the seal. The so-called actual fight doesn't exist. He doesn't seem to get this. Mental fights in Naruto is their version of Conqueror's Haki. It probably is, Ig. You're probably right. It probably is. That's hilarious. His teammates weren't built like him. Minato's solar mind wasn't damaged by Kushina. Y'all are being disingenuous with these 1-to-1. You're the one that said it was a 1-to-1. We didn't make this thing. You bought the 1-to-1 up. So we expect to see a 1-to-1 across both states. Like how Ichigo gets injured by Zangetsu in his soulscape, but his physical body is injured. He's actually bleeding. Like how when Zangetsu visits Ichigo after Kenpachi quote unquote kills him and he's still fucking bleeding out. Yeah. We should expect to see the same thing in Naruto if it is in fact a 1-to-1 from Soul to the IRL world. That's what we'd expect to see. The fact that we don't see any of these things tells us that it's not predicated upon that and that these are all just representations going on, not actual things to take seriously. These are representations. Like, fuck. How does that even make sense, bro? You really believe in your heart that Minato, who just learned the Rasengan, is clashing with a fucking tailed beast bomb? You really believe that? When his tailed beast bomb couldn't put down Obito, you think his Rasengan has the same AP as the tailed beast bomb? You think that? Mind you, the Rasengan, I've never seen a Rasengan vaporize anything. So per cubic centimeter, the tailed beast bomb is already winning. Forget the volume. It's winning per cubic centimeter via calc. What's with this weird Obito downplay? Obito is weak. There is no weird Obito downplay. Obito is weak. Obito has no speed feats. He has trash durability feats. His only good move is Kamui. He's a great ninja, but he's weak as fuck. He almost got like 3-tap by Conan. He had to get rid of his arm against Fu and Torine. He got 1-tap by Minato's Rasengan. He went high did for Kakashi and Nakamui. Obito is pretty weak. Wall level Rasengan, exactly. 1-to-1 in power does not mean damage on the physical body affects your mindscape. Oh. Well, so then we go back to Michael's question. Why would a 1-to-1 Wait, so if it is a 1-to-1 in power. No, yeah. Why would a 1-to-1 in power be necessitated but not a 1-to-1 in anything else? Again, I'll ask the same question that I asked before. Where in the series is a stated suggestion or shown that this is the case? And can you actually prove it? I don't think you can. You know what? Make a thread, make a video, Kinsey, and tag me in it. I'll review it. We'll do a live watch party. Because what you're going to find, and I'm going to call it out right now, you're going to pyramid inferences. You're going to find things that look like they're evidence, assert them to be the case with a lack of foundation. And then I'll point out the lack of foundation in the video. And then you're going to continue to build on that faulty pyramid. Hence the phrase pyramiding inferences, because that's all you're going to have. You're going to have a lot of inferences. You're going to have a lot of inferring going on. But you won't actually have any proof. That's what's going to hurt you. And then the actual logic of it is also going to hurt you. Because if you're not as strong physically, or if you're not as strong at all in the real world, but then you can perform feats that we haven't seen you perform in your mental scape. Come on, bro. What are we talking about? Brother, I read the manga. Minato and Jiraiya wanted no smoke. There was nothing suggesting that Minato could have won if he was alone. I read the manga. Minato followed Jiraiya's orders and said he made the Rasengan for Kushina to fight other Shinchiriki. There's no evidence they're massively stronger in their mindscape. There's no evidence they're massively stronger in their mindscape. No, but okay, but what's the evidence it's a 1-to-1? What's the evidence that it's even based off their power in like IRL? Like what feat exists exactly? What feat exists? It's 100% about AP in actual fights still. I don't know if that's in reference to Obito. I don't know if that's in reference to Naruto and Kurama. I don't know if that's in reference to Minato and Kurama. The Rasengan was made to fight Shinchiriki and Biju. Why would it narratively be wall level? Oh, because that's what the feats show and dictate. That's what the calcs show and dictate. If stats don't matter in the mind realm, why would Naruto use Sage mode? Because he thinks in his mind realm. Like, so, have you ever seen Professor Xavier fight in his mindscape? You know he uses things that he can't actually do. And the fact that he can't do them isn't the point. The fact is, like, for example, what's a good example? What's a good example? Like, what? Oh my God, what's a good example? I'm trying to give you like a real good example, bro. I don't know if it was like X-Men Evolution or like X-Men something, but someone in their goddamn mindscape made armor. Why would they go out their way to make armor in the mindscape? Why would they do that? Well, it's the same reason that Naruto would go Sage Mode. He thinks it would help. And you know what can solve this? You know what can solve this? And something that I'll have to consider. Can you show me, after you keep tell me the panel where Naruto fights? Actually, I'll do it. It's fine. I'll do it. Because if we can actually physically see him in Sage Mode and then that Sage Mode transfer to his mindscape, that'll be something. That'll be like something at least to consider. Where would that be though? This looks like Bleach stuff. Is this Bleach stuff? Yeah, it's Bleach stuff. I mean Naruto stuff. Okay. Dry's decision. Naruto the Sage. Mom's red hair. Naruto versus Kyuubi. 497. All right. Let's go to 497. All right, cool. Let's go back because this is the beginning of it. Let's go to the actual beginning of it. Let's go a chapter back. All right. Fight Ninetales. That's right, fool, you fool. Wow, this is incredible. Come on. These ruins appear quite old. Okay. How am I supposed to fight Ninetales here? How do I even face him? Fight Ninetales? No way. He doesn't have to do anything excessive, does he? Do you really think you can achieve Bijou control without being excessive, fool, you fool? This is a sacred place wherein those selected as Kikiri have long come, bada, bada, bada. If the statue will separate you from your head. Okay. All right. And then you'll meet up with your Bijou. I once knew a drill that let me see Ninetales inside my heart. All Auction Shitty can do that. This is a little different. So you do have to undo the seal. What if he's not able to control him and Ninetales fully manifests, but then we'll seal him away in this place. What's that? This place is, we trap Ninetales here until we get a new host, though that'd be a worse outcome. Oh, so we visually understand that if he can't control Ninetales, Naruto will no longer be the host because Ninetales took over his body. Hence why they would have to get a new host. Naruto, you really impressed me. The rules are real simple, see? Once you greet the Ninetales inside your mind, undo the seal. Okay. You may have conquered your hatred. Don't let your guard down, get hazy. Ninetales is a lump of loathing and somewhat crazy. I'm right here, right in front of your eyes, okay? What are you plotting? Can't you see my mouth is full? Okay. So he undoes his seal. He undoes his own seal within his body, which releases Ninetales. Chakra can only be captured using chakra. That's how it goes. So steal Ninetales chakra directly from Ninetales from right under his nose. Here's something. Can Naruto steal chakra from people? On the outside world? Can Naruto steal chakra from people on the outside world? No. He does not have that ability, number one. So this is already telling us this is not a 1-to-1 because he's already doing something he can't fucking do. Let's keep going. Grab Nine Tails chakra and pull hard. Oh, look. This is actually kind of surreal. You see Naruto's soul, quote unquote, inside of his mindscape. That's interesting within its fucking self. More convolutedness, though. You need to touch Nine Tails directly and stick your chakra onto one tails only. Then can you pull on it? It's gonna be like a tug of war. Got it? So yeah, they're mind versions of themselves. This is the mind version of him, and then I'm guessing this is his soul. This is the mind version of Kurama, and I'm guessing this is Kurama's soul. Oh, look. Eight Tails is getting sliced up in there, but B is not transformed. How's that happen? Oh, it's whatever, man. He's saying it's a 1-to-1 to power. I want to help you fight, but stuck in your head got no might. Oh, hold up. What? I want to help you fight, but stuck in your head, I got no might. I want to help you fight, but stuck in your head, I got no might. So it's not a 1-to-1? So while Killer B is in Naruto's head, he can't help Naruto fight because he got no might. I hope we can all see this. I'm not making this up. We see B's tentacles get sliced. He says, "Gah." He then tells Naruto, I want to help you fight, but stuck in your head, I got no might. But this is a mental scape battle. B should be as strong as he is in real life, according to Kinsey. Why isn't B as strong as he is in real life? Yet he's assisting Naruto in his mental scape battle. What's good, Red? What's good, Red? Hey, Red, we're going to be talking about One Piece tomorrow, bro. I got some... This went on for fucking way longer than I expected. All good, though. You argue that Rasengan was made to handle Biju bombs. You then say that not all Biju bombs are the same in terms of AP. Why does the Rasengan need to be respected, but not all Biju? We're talking about mindscape scaling in Naruto. So there's nothing to actually cap a Rasengan at wall besides headcanon. No. What caps the Rasengan? Well, first off, let's be clear, Karibo. I'm talking about the Rasengan in context right now, right? Here's the thing. Obito survived a full version adult Minato Rasengan, not holding back. Obito's durability can be scaled to wall level. Yes, it can. Because Konan's paper bombs don't scale above wall level, or large building level. Per paper bomb, they don't, at least. A lot of them. Him going Sage mode did help, though. It actually gave him a power boost. It wasn't just a will boost. Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm going to need you to explain why B wants to help him, but he's not strong enough to help Naruto in his mindscape. So you can wrestle with that, and I'll keep going. Just a word of warning. There's a chance that your chakra might get pulled from you when you try to take his. And you know what happens when your entire chakra is taken from you and drops to 0, right? Oh, I see. You're hoping to gain control over my power, huh? Bring it on. Yeah, so I need you to go wrestle with the fact that Killer B isn't as strong as he is in his own mindscape, in Naruto's mindscape. Go wrestle with that. So you've teamed up with the 8 Tails, huh? For the 9 Tails King Tricky, that's positively embarrassing. The risks are high for sure, but once you've taken it in, 9 Tails chakra will be yours forever. Just get as much of 9 Tails chakra away from him as possible. That'll be your payoff. So we see he doesn't even have to beat the fucking 9 Tails. He just has to get his chakra, bro. Don't get caught up in his hate. Use your will to ward him off. Why would he need to use his will to ward him off and not his like raw AP and power? Why would he need to use his will? Why is Killer Bee telling him to use his will to ward him off? Doesn't really make sense to me if this is a 1-to-1 for power. Why can't Killer Bee help Naruto in Naruto's mindscape even though it's supposed to be a 1-to-1 to power? Doesn't really make sense unless we're not talking about a 1-to-1 to power. So he shoots. Don't mock me. Oh, look. B gets fucking hyped up. Don't mock me. And then he blocks it. So he gets a mental amp. Don't mock me. You know who else said don't mock me? Sakura's bitch ass. Sakura's fodder ass to Kaguya. Thanks, Octopops. Grr. Let me ask you something. Really let me ask you something. Really let me ask you something. Do you believe there's a fucking chance in hell that a Biju bomb from the Nine Tails in the real world would be stopped by the severed hand of an octopus and still be this intact? Look at it. Do you actually believe that? I've contained the explosion, but Naruto, see, my last cooperation to your operation that be. Thanks. Cool. Just as I suspected, I'm sitting still so I can use Sage Mode. Cool. So we have Killer Bee, the Eight Tails Chinchuriki, can no longer participate in the fight, even though it should be a 1-to-1. We do see Naruto can go Sage Mode. And that him going Sage Mode here has a direct correlation to going Sage Mode there. So we can see on the outside world, things can have an effect in the mental scape. Some things. We'll see this has an effect. And then, honestly, this gets tricky because I'm not going to lie to you. Him going Sage Mode could really just be an effect of him thinking that he's going Sage Mode here, thinking that he'll have it in his mental scape because he went Sage Mode right there. I'm not going to lie to you. If you rationalize it and you actually understand how mental scape battles work, that would actually be very plausible. The fact that he's going Sage Mode here would have his mind and mental scape believe that he's going Sage Mode there. Maybe Naruto can only conceptualize him being in Sage Mode if he actually goes Sage Mode. Because you can't go Sage Mode if you're not sitting still. But since he knows he's sitting still, Sage Mode should theoretically work even when he's moving in a place like this. So it actually makes fucking sense. It actually makes sense. Sage Art, Super Odama Rasengan. Nine Tails blocks it and knocks it away. So fast. You really think you can win? That's why under the sill sides. Gotcha. So he grabs Nine Tails. Oh, look at this. He picks up and slams the full Nine Tails. Oh, that's right. He's in KCM. Oh, I'm sorry. Sage Mode. Right. Take this. Wind style. That's in Shuriken. Cool. So we believe that the Nine Tails that just got through tanking the Chibaku Tensei. I'm sorry, man. This is just crazy, bro. I'm sorry. The Nine Tails that just got out of the Continental Chibaku Tensei. At least according to Zalius. I don't even know if that's count. I don't think that's count. I mean, hey, it's cool. It's cool. Just got out of the Chibaku Tensei. Is looking this disheveled from a Rasen Shuriken. Sure, it's okay. And now he's weak. He starts to pull. Ninetail starts to encroach on him. What is that? No. Keep on it, Naruto, fool, you fool. You'll never be able to control my power. You're just a wee little piece of my hatred. That's him, be gone. Cool. So now the Nine Tails is starting to actually take over Naruto. And Naruto is starting to transform into the Nine Tails. And enter Kushina. All right. Where we at? Him going Sage Mode did help though. It likely actually gave him a power boost. It wasn't just a will boost. Yeah. Like I said though, honestly so here's the thing. You can't move while using Sage Mode, but he's running around moving in his mental scape. But if he's sitting down in real life and he knows he can't actually move while using Sage Mode, the fact that he is sitting down in real life and is using Sage Mode, it's not too far of a stretch to say he would think Sage Mode would actually transfer to that because he is actually sitting down. Mindscape scaling is dog shit across the board. It might be dog shit across the board, but at least for fucking Bleach, I can back up when I say Ichigo's Mindscape battle will scale to his IRL battles because he actually takes damage and receives damage in his Mindscape. It physically manifests on him. Can't say that for Naruto. Killer Bee didn't have his tentacles ripped off from Kurama. Killer Bee didn't take any damage from blocking a Biju Bomb in Naruto's Mindscape. Yeah, he just got eviscerated. But then he got a fucking, he got a mental imp. Literally said, don't mock me and block the Biju Bomb. Come on, bro. Use Weeb Central Trip. You won't get pop-ups. Got you. Red hair, not for Bleach, though. All wrestling got scale a bit differently. How much area they destroy doesn't determine their AP. Yeah, I would determine their AP off of feats and scaling. And the fact that Obito survived it shows pretty bad AP. That's why I read my manga on, I don't know that website, or downloaded files. Hey, look, Jeff, that's like saying nobody can beat FTL because it isn't scientifically possible. Context matters. Naruto stole chakra from Hinata and used it to make Boruto. This is how kids are made, right? Run and stop with the false comparisons. Mindscapes are dookie scale. There's nothing to wrestle with. B just can't fully project himself in there. Nothing more, nothing less. What do you mean? He did project himself in there. He just said he was weak. He literally projected himself in there. He just said he was weak. We literally saw him in there. Did he say he can't fully project himself? Did I miss that? Let me go back. I could have missed it. Let me go back. It's entirely possible that I missed B saying, I can't fully imagine myself in here, Naruto. Let me go back. Okay. Maybe I missed it. Let me see it again. He tells him how to steal his chakra. That's how it goes. So steal the Ninetales chakra directly from Ninetales. Cool. You need to touch Ninetales directly and stick your chakra onto Ninetales. Only then can you pull it out. It's going to be like a tug of war. So we see B is fine right now. It's just Ninetales. Ninetales' will, I'm guessing, is just stronger than Killer B's. Ninetales' hatred is stronger than Killer B. I want to help you fight, but stuck in your world, I got no might. Yeah, nothing says he couldn't fully project himself or anything like that. I don't know where you got that from, bro. Not sure where you came up with that idea. And then here's the thing too, though. It's funny because why the distinction between his mindscape and his, I'm going to call this his soul being able to pull chakra. Here's what we need to see. Does his soul actually have the eyes of Sage Mode as well? That's what we need to find out, because that's really going to tell us what we're dealing with here. I can't tell why they blacked out. I can't tell. Let's see. It kind of does. It's blacked out though. It's like whited out. Oh, I think we can give it to him. I think we can at least. We should be able to. Okay, cool. So we confirmed that at least. So yeah, we can look at that two ways. Like I said, either direct actions from the real world can impact the soulscape, or the fact that Naruto is actually going sage mode would allow him to actually think in his mindscape that he has the abilities of sage mode. Okay, cool. Where do you come from and how do you know my name? Yada, 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 yada. The Ninetales transformation stopped. So the chains come out. This chakra. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Don't need to see all this stuff. Okay, cool. Mother-son moment. Yes, very touching. I love you. Wow, so happy. Was that it? Was that it? Ah. Oh, okay. I was about to say, bro. All right. Art of the Shadow Doppelganger. He really is strong. Take this. Rawr. You haven't won yet? I've still got some juice. So, yeah. Kinsey, let me know when Naruto can give all of his clones Sage Mode at the same time. Never seen that before. Never seen that before. Let me know when that's happened. Because he can't do this in real life. Each clone has to get Sage Mode by sitting down. He's giving every individual clone via his mindscape. And I'm supposed to believe this scales. Boy, oh boy. And then we have the fact that Naruto can even interact with chakra in his mindscape, but he can't actually interact with chakra IRL. Can Naruto summon the gracious deity Gates IRL? See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is what I'm talking about. A majority of these things he can't even do in the outside world. So why are we equating this to a 1-to-1 in power? And in fact, Ninetales was going to fucking win anyway. Let's read the comments. Where are we at? B survived the Biju bombs before this ain't new. No. Show me him surviving. Show me him tanking a Biju bomb with literally only a hand from the Ninetales. Show me that. Because that's cap. I'm not talking about mental attacks. I'm talking about mindscape scaling. It's ridiculous across the board because it's just whatever you're training in your mind. Hence my first example. Hey, Red, this ain't me. This is Kinsey. He likes this shit. He thinks this is it. I would never even have a conversation about this. What do you mean by mindscape scaling? By mindscape scaling, he means things happening in someone's inner world and then that translating to actually be a feat in real life. Like what's going on right here. Like what is going on right here? Yeah, all this. Mind you, Kurama is actually smaller in his inner world. In real life, Naruto could never make a Rasengan big enough to hit the entirety of fucking Kurama. Kurama is at least 50 meters fucking tall. At least from the scans that things that I've seen. He's at least like 50, unless he can like shrink and make himself bigger. I don't know. But yeah. Where we at? Hey, take it easy, Kinsey. Nice having you here, bro. Also, your first example doesn't scale anymore. However, there are layers to any hacks. Good night, guys. Hey, take it easy, Michael. Why do you think characters need mental barriers against telepaths in Marvel? Hell no, that isn't continental. Pain best feats were roughly mountain level. Through Zalius's scales and calcs, he got at continental level. Or something along that. Something along that. For total jewels. My fault for total jewels, not AP. Roni, I literally said mindscape scaling in my first comment. You probably read it as where I just saw that. Oh, mindscape as mental attacks. I'm asking what you mean by scaling. In some contexts, mental attacks can happen inside the mindscape. When you say it doesn't scale across the board, I don't understand your point. You're doing a lot of gymnastics, Strip. That shit whack across the board. Don't even bother with it. Hey, bro, it's not me, man. I'm talking to him. Hey, Red, I don't even like doing this type of shit, bro. Red, I need you to go watch like the first fucking 20 minutes of this, because that's how all this shit started, bro. We didn't even get to talk about One Piece tonight. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow though. But yeah, I wanted to talk about One Piece tonight. But my nigga Kid Kinsey couldn't admit that Madara's soul wasn't doing an attack. Whack here for sure. Not across the board. The claim needs further clarification. He's been giving his clone Sage Mode. Shit, he entered Sage Mode twice here. But like I said, this is ridiculous. Exactly, bro. Exactly. He gave his clone Sage Mode. He used the Gracious Deity Gates. He can't use that. Like, so much bullshit. Kurama isn't 50 meters LO. He's like 30 at full size. Gamabuta is 17. It's only 30? Okay. 30? Okay, I thought it was 50. 30 sounds more accurate, though, because I was thinking 50 meters is big as shit, but 30 sounds more accurate. Okay. You keep promising to do a lot tomorrow. Hey, Karibo, it was your mans that threw me off, bro. I don't know. Karibo, let me ask you this, Karibo. Karibo, after everything I've showed, please be honest with me. After everything I've showed, Karibo, do you believe that Madara Susanoo was being used from his soul? Do you believe he shot fire style, whatever that attack was? That was his soul and not the Edo Tensei? No, his clone's been able to use Sage Mode. They used it in the pain fight. Did they? No, listen. I know his clones can use Sage Mode, but every clone has to sit there and actually use it. Did he give his clone Sage Mode by proxy of one Naruto? I don't know about that. Like, I know he can spawn them. Like, I know if he's in Sage Mode and he uses Sage Mode, his clones will have them. But in that, that's not what happened in that. Yeah, see, look in this. Look in this. They don't have Sage Mode now. These are all regular clones right now. All regular clones. Then they all get Sage Mode because he went Sage Mode here. That never happens outside the real world. That can't happen outside the real world. It's not how it works. Each one of these clones that he spawned would have to individually sit down and gather nature energy. Which is why, in the beginning of Fighting Pain, he had clones sitting down, gathering nature energy. So if he's using fucking attacks and he's using things he can't even use in the real world, why would we even believe that the power or anything else is a one-to-one to what's happening? Karibo, please answer that question before you get out of here, before we end screen. Yeah, I do keep promising to do a lot of things tomorrow too, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna tackle that One Piece conversation about BFR and hacks and all that other stuff, because I think it's an important conversation. Fuck all these pop-ups. Boy, oh boy. Oh, I see the confusion. Yeah, I meant his clones are in Sage Mode when he's in Sage Mode. I thought you meant his clones couldn't use it. Oh, yeah. I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, we straight. Boy, oh boy. Hey, Karibo, can you answer that question for me, Karibo, before we end screen, bro? I want to know. Do you believe his Susanoo can... Okay, cool. He just answered. All right. Oh, no, he didn't answer. The clones he makes in Sage Mode have Sage Mode. His clones lift to gather Sage Mode. The gather nature are still in Sage Mode. They just act like back energy for the OG. Wait, what? The clones he makes in Sage Mode have Sage Mode. No. Well, yes, my fault. Yes. Wait, what? Hold up. Let me read that again. Let me go to the panel while I read that. Okay. Here. It's not in Sage Mode. Okay. Let me read that again. He said, the clones he makes in Sage Mode have Sage Mode. Okay, I agree with that. Like, when he's in Sage Mode and he makes a clone, that clone should have Sage Mode. I can agree with that. Then you say, his clones left to gather nature are still in Sage Mode. They just act like backup energy for the OG. Yeah, you're talking about... Well, no. That's not what happens. What happened is he made clones that weren't in Sage Mode. I'm sorry, that weren't in Sage Mode. Yeah, he made clones that weren't in Sage Mode. He also was not in Sage Mode. But in preparation to go to the Leaf, he is in Sage Mode. When his Sage Mode runs out, the clones are gathering Sage Chakra, Genjutsu Chakra. They get Sage Mode. And then when they disappear, they get it to him. This is entirely different, though. None of them are gathering chakra or in Sage Mode, and he did not make these clones in Sage Mode. Here, he goes Sage Mode in the real world and gives all of his clones Sage Mode. That cannot happen. That does not ever happen. It's not something that's possible based on how the technique works. But in the mental realm, where you can pretty much do whatever the fuck you want, like catch a Biju bomb with your bare fucking hand and have no repercussions. As long as you have the willpower to be able to do it, you should be able to do it. Now, Karibo, I need you to answer that question about Madara Susanoo and his fire style. Was that his fucking soul? Because this is going to tell me a lot about the Naruto community. If I have two people who I consider reputable playing this fucking game with me, it's going to tell me a lot about you guys. We didn't even get to talk about the topic, man. It's cool though. We gonna do it tomorrow. We're gonna get into it. This is actually fun though too. Lucy. His clones can use Sage Mode individually, like in the fight with their third Raikage. I agree. They can use Sage Mode individually, but like I said, each clone would have to sit there and gather their own Sage energy. Madara was not just a soul. He was actually fighting to stay in the body while fighting the Kage. Thank you. So you're basically saying he was an Edo. Thank you, Karibo. Cool. You're like, I don't know why you couldn't just say he was an Edo. That's what you want to say. He was an Edo. It's okay to say it. I disagree with Bleach guys all the time. It's okay. You can disagree with Naruto guys. It's not going to kill you. But all right, y'all. That was more than I fucking bargained for. Hey, Ig, he's basically saying, yes, Madara was an Edo. He's just saying it without saying it. I don't know why he's being difficult. But yeah. Yeah. He was fighting to stay in the body, which means he was fighting to stay as an Edo so he could use his techniques. He's saying what I'm saying, Ig. He just doesn't want to fucking say it. It's okay, though. I get it. We get it. Also, Ig, I don't want you to think I'm blowing you off or anything, Ig. We're going to do a stream together, bro. It's just while I'm still at this hotel number 1, any day could be a day where it doesn't fucking go how I planned and the connection's just shitty and terrible. So I don't want to chance it and our stream be that day. Me and you are going to stream. Me and you are going to stream when I know we can lock in and like I don't have to worry about anything. We just have to show up and perform. We're going to do it like that. The Naruto community still has very active inverse discussions. We don't all agree. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And you know, I'll give some credence to that. You guys don't all agree. Like chakra in general is one thing you guys don't all agree on, which kind of annoys me. I really wish you guys would agree on it so I can actually take a fucking stance. It's really annoying sometimes. His internet is buns right now. Exactly, bro. If it is buns, that's what I'm talking about. Bro doesn't want to be sacrificed by the Naruto community. Debatably true, honestly. Debatably true. All right, gang. Looking forward to it. Yeah, bro. It's going to be fun. I don't know what we're going to talk about or discuss. It's going to be fun, though. Yeah. Once I get to see, and the problem is the fact that I really don't like to stream on the weekends because I like to use that time, you know, fiance, friends, family, working out, all that stuff. So like I could do it when I'm home, but I really just don't like to stream on the weekends. Do remember to check the skins I sent you. I got you, bro. Yeah, I'm going to be hitting my Discords and stuff because a couple people will send me stuff. You sent me something Shinigami did. And I think Mugetsu did tonight, even though I don't think I saw him tonight. I think he sent me something too. So we're going to get into it. But all right, this was a rough one. I'm not going to lie. Just as a wrap up, Kinsey kind of surprised me. Me and his conversations are usually way more based in, I want to say, fact or truth. The fact that he sat up there and said Madara's soul was doing those things is actually crazy. That like, I'm not gonna lie, when he said that, my brain kind of like disconnected and haywire, like, whoa, he's denying facts. Because I didn't expect it from him. Some people I expect some things from. I didn't expect it from him. That was kind of weird to me. And then the fact that Ghost's whole post was in an endeavor to make Naruto characters equal to Bleach characters in a way. And then he asserted a 1-to-1, which spawned Kinsey saying it's a 1-to-1, which we just looked at this entire fight with Kurama and saw that Naruto's even using powers that aren't even in a 1-to-1. So how the fuck can his stats be a 1-to-1 if he's using abilities that aren't even a 1-to-1? Tobirana versus Minato will never end. Does Minato get Sage mode in his KCM? No problem. Anytime works with me. Got you, bro. I got Minato any day of the week. Let me think about that. Minato should have better. He should have superior body flicker. He should have superior flying Raijin techniques. He has the Rasengan. All Tobirama has is the tandem paper bomb, water style ninjutsu, and flying thunder god. What are Tobirama's like actual? Well, I can't really say anything for Minato's actual feats though either. Now that I think about it. Yeah, so what I can do, Ig, because like I said, I don't wanna have a, so I've been kind of avoiding reaction videos or like video based videos while I'm here. I haven't forgotten about your video to that guy. We're definitely gonna watch that. I can't say for when though. Honestly, if this works out, I don't know the connection until I watch the screen back, or if you guys are saying bad connection, shitty connection, bad connection. I don't know it until that. But no one's saying bad connection like really, really. So I'm guessing it's bearable. But when I start watching videos, it does start messing up. It's really weird. I don't know why. Hotel Wi-Fi, bro. But we're going to get to it. I haven't forgotten about it. I also have to watch Michael's video on scaling Darth Vader and Obito or something like that. He has shadow clones and Genjutsu. Right, that's right. He has infinite darkness jutsu and shadow clones. But Minato also has shadow clones, if I'm not mistaken. That's a tough one. That one is kind of a tough one because it's not really a power-based fight. But I mean, most Naruto fights aren't really a power-based fight. They're really close, to be honest. I think you would have to argue battle IQ maybe too. When Naruto clones can grant him Sage mode, it wouldn't be ridiculous to say he could do the same. It's the same thing anyway. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. In one instance, so here's the thing. We know Naruto's clones can share memory and therefore certain other things, right? It's one thing to say that the clones can also gather Sage energy, disappear, and then give that Sage energy to Naruto. It's another thing to say that Naruto can already make the clones go into Sage mode and then grant his clones energy. I don't think it works both ways. I don't think it works both ways. Here's a good example of that. When Naruto was out fighting when Naruto was fighting whatchamacallit, he wasn't getting live updates from his clones about anything. The clones have to disappear and then he gets new information. He doesn't get live updates in real time. So he won't be able to send chakra to them in real time. Another example is Kurama lent Naruto chakra. I'm sorry, Kurama lent a clone of Naruto chakra, but the real Kurama still wasn't fucking with Naruto. So Naruto didn't even know that. Killer B had to say that. Naruto didn't know that. So yeah, it doesn't work both ways, bro. It doesn't work both ways. And anyone that wants to try and debate that, I already have, like I said, those instances kind of already disprove that. He can't give his clones Senjutsu after the fact. It doesn't work. Because he doesn't even get real life updates of shit from his clones. And if there's an instance where he does get a real life update and it wasn't before it popped, then it would have to be a consistency issue. How many times does this happen? How many times does this happen? Take the one that happens more. And I'm fine with taking the one that happens more because it's consistent. Both are prodigies. Battle IQ is kind of equal. Tobirama versus Minato. Let me do it like this. If I had to put my life on one, that one would beat the other. Who would I go with? I'd probably go with Minato. If I had to like bet my life, if I had to bet my life on this shit, I'd go with Minato. Yeah, I'd go with Minato. Unless Tobirama can bust out the reanimation jutsu at a high level and bring back someone crazy. Hey, take it easy, Red. Well, the clones in his mindscape would still be in him, so his chakra would still be connecting to them. Yeah, see, but that's what I'm saying, Karibo. It only works in that world. It doesn't work outside of that world. It doesn't work outside of the mindscape thing. Even if you want to say they're connected to him when they're outside in the real world, just not as they are in the mindscape world. I believe in Boruto. He could kind of control chakra inside Kawaki or whatever. I forgot. What he could do, control chakra? No, I know he could continuously send chakra to Kawaki. That's a little different though. That's not like imparting senjutsu. And that was with the creation of that arm. That's like Amado science and shit mixed in that we don't know. We can't really quantify that. but we know for sure that he has not performed that feat that he did in his mindscape in real fucking life. So we don't even need to go that far, to be honest with you, bro. Hey, we got 10 people in here roughly, and about maybe 3 to 4 commenting. I know those 10 better have liked the video and subscribed to the channel and shared the stream. But yeah, guys, so tomorrow we're going to be getting into battlefield removal. And of course, I got our One Piece characters here because these guys are pretty much the only guys without a solid countermeasure to battlefield removal. You have people in Naruto who can handle battlefield removal. You have pretty much everyone in Bleach who can handle battlefield removal. Not a lot of people in actually no one in One Piece that I know of. So we're going to get into that tomorrow. We're going to get into that. But y'all have a good one. This was a crazy stream. Didn't expect to be on this all night. Really didn't expect it. Is what it is, though. Y'all take it easy. I didn't even eat tonight, man. I was going so hard. I didn't even eat, bro. But all right, Rev, Karib.